What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Rudy Rodriguez Showmont here. We are doing a live this evening. I have not done this before, so bear with me for a second as I try to figure this out. I don't know specifically what Ben does with his live stuff or how he gets the volume, but I'm going to try my best right here. So let me do this here. And I'm going to share the screen. Share the screen. I don't want to actually put it on the screen. Let's see here. Uh, can you let me know if y'all can hear it in the background? Let me know if y'all can hear it in the background. Can you hear it in the background on the video? Yes, I got the new couch a couple days ago. Thank God. Can y'all hear the volume in the background? Let me know if you can hear it in the background. I greatly appreciate it in the comments. Anybody, please let me leave a comment if you could tell me who. Louder? Is that better? Is that better? All right, I'm pausing it right now in terms of the volume. As I get this thing started, I welcome all of you here to this live edition of Rudy's Rant, Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball, where we talk facts over feelings. We're going to do this thing differently tonight. I know we're not going to have a humongous crowd because most people don't give two shits about the New York Liberty and or the Las Vegas Aces. But who knows? Maybe some new people appear who are actually interested in these teams. I don't know how to do the graphic thing that Ben does. I have no freaking unearthly idea how he does that. But what we're going to do here tonight is we are going to go from the game into the press conference. Okay. We're going from the game into the press conference. I am credentialed, so I will link in the Zoom so you can watch me in the press conference. Hopefully, I get to ask a question this time. That's my goal. Let me ask one question. I'm going to raise my hand immediately. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about because we just saw the draft. I got to tell you, they had a chance to make it fun, people. I don't know what y'all thoughts are. They had a chance to make it fun, and they made that shit boring. Caitlin made it boring. Nafisa Collier made it boring. I thought that shit was absolutely fucking boring. It was such an utter disappointment. Caitlin Clark taking Aaliyah Boston first, which is ridiculous. Fee taking Stewie first, ridiculous. Yeah, I hope they do. I'll raise my handguns and gears. I definitely want to ask a question this time, but y'all will get to see the press conference live as it happens. You know, it's just then Fee takes Alicia Gray and Asia Wilson gets picked fifth in this thing. I mean, that was bananas to me. Caitlin takes Sabrina. Then she, instead of taking Paige Becker, she takes Satu Sabali. Why? You thought that was the best pick? I mean, okay. I would have taken Paige with the fifth pick. Screw that shit. I would not have let Fee take Paige Beckers because now you got a bunch of. To me, you put Paige out there with her, you're gonna have three guards who can spread the floor. Um, I, I think taking your teammates is stupid. This makes it so much more fun if you don't take your teammates. I think she should have grabbed Angel Reese. I think that just it adds to the drama of it. You take Kelsey Mitchell, Gabby Williams, and Citron back to back to back, and you're just a bunch of guards. She has six guards. The whole team is guards. And then Fee takes Courtney Williams with her top pick. And, oh my God. And she gets Angel Reese, Melissa Thomas, Kelsey Plum, Ryan Howard is her last pick, Skylar Diggins. But the game is on now.
Jump it up. New York took the season opener against the Aces back in mid-May, and here we go.
I know most of you don't really care about the actual game here. You're here to listen to me run my freaking mouth, and I appreciate that. So Natasha Cloud's not playing.
Sandy Brondell told us she wants Phoebus more aggressive tonight, looking for her shot a little bit more. Shot clock fading here.
And that was a shot clock violation on the first possession. I just think they could have made that thing a whole lot more interesting to people. The trade for Aaliyah Boston and Stewie would have been hilarious. But, you know, they make it kind of boring. I mean, I got to be real. They make it kind of boring. You know, but yeah, she wanted a Yukon Mafia there. It's just like, my goodness. I don't know if any of y'all are actually watching this game right now. I'm watching the game, honestly. Jackie Young drills a 24-footer from the top of the key. You know? How does Ben do this? I have no idea. So as you know, Jonquel Jones is still out of the lineup for the New York Liberty. They suffered badly in their last game. Oh. So there is a size issue for the Liberty without a doubt. CC trades Reeves for Sandy Brondell. I thought that was funny. I mean, Jonquel Jones only played 9 games. That's what they're going to say. But the reality is they didn't vote for her. They didn't vote for her. So if you don't vote for her, that, you know, heck, I would think that potentially Caitlin Clark might not have made it if she had not been voted for, you know. So if she had not been voted in, she would potentially wouldn't have made it herself. So not, you know, who knows. 5-5 right now. Let me see if I can get something up here. Okay, let's do this. How can I do this?
Averaging a career high, just under 19 points per game. Over 5 assists, and Lloyd can't hit the 3.
You loathe the Yukon Mafia. And now we're seeing that Caitlin Clark is going to probably play tomorrow, which I think is an absolutely massive mistake. Big 3 from the top of the key from Leonie Fibich. But I think that's a massive mistake for her to come back tomorrow. She's had 2 days of working out. I just think it's too fast. I think it's they could have held her out till Friday. It seems like they're making this is more reactionary. So let's make it happy for the children who are there for the camp day. But I just think that's a massive mistake. How are you going to tell Caitlin Clark in a close game, oh, we're going to pull you. You're going to sit the last 5 minutes because you played too many minutes. She seems thin and sick. Oh, God. Jeez. Who knows? Who knows?
Here's Ionescu. Oh, beautiful feed.
Timeout. Vegas, it is 12-7 right now. New York over Vegas. We have a timeout right now, but off-ball garbage putting me back to sleep tomorrow. Yeah, it's a mistake. It makes it fun. This is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be different. I think of these things differently than y'all. Having a bunch of teammates play together, to me, it's boring. It's boring. If you like that shit, you want to go watch Indiana play the rest of the league, go ahead. I would rather watch Caitlin play against her teammates. I'd rather see Angel Reese on her team. I'd rather see Paige Beckers. The reason being all these narratives. And if you I just think it'll be absolutely fucking hilarious. You don't think it's funny that Asia Wilson is playing with Caitlin Clark? How it boils her blood? They're still home team. They're still going to be on the court. It doesn't matter which side they play on. You got Asia Wilson who boiled her blood that Caitlin Clark was in this league. Like, my God, this would have been hilarious. It would have been so funny to me. I would have enjoyed it so much to watch this. Actually, Fee drafted Reese with her third defense reserve pick, so clearly she wanted her. She wasn't the last pick. The last pick was Kayla Thornton and Ryan Howard, the last two picks. I thought the trading of coaches was funny. I think it would have been even funnier if she had traded Leah Boston for Stewie. Again, Asia Wilson and Cece is fucking great, don't you think? I think that's fabulous. I think that's fabulous. If you take that's exactly MP. Like you take Paige, all the shit that's being spoken about. You have this opportunity to make. Hey Ben, can you tell me how to get the screen with the stat box where there's volume? Because I'm trying to watch this on my on YouTube TV and I don't know where you go to get this. Can you send me the link? Because I don't know where you find this shit, bro. If you could do that for me, I greatly appreciate it because I've never done this before. You're the expert at this. I just think it would have been hilarious. Fee wanted Paige, but you know what? Caitlyn could have drafted her until she took Satu Sabali to do her a favor. Oh, man. I just think the Asia thing is great. Watching if they run pick and roll and watching Asia Wilson catch the ball from Caitlin Clark, I think will be hilarious. I think it'll be hilarious. Yeah, so the picks are as follows. Caitlin Clark took Aaliyah Boston with her first pick. Yahoo or play-by-play ESPN. Okay, I think only lets me share, I think, two things. So Caitlin took Aaliyah Boston. Fee took Stewie. Let's bring this back. Fee took Stewie. Then Caitlin took Sabrina. Fee took Alicia Gray. Caitlin took Asia Wilson. Fee took Neka Agumake. Caitlin took Satu Sabali, and then she let Fee take Paige Beckers. Then they went the opposite way in the reserves. Fee took Courtney Williams. Caitlin took Kelsey Mitchell. Fee took Skylar Diggins. Caitlin took Gabby Williams. Fee took Angel Reese. Caitlin took Sonia Citron. Fee took Alyssa Thomas. Caitlin took Kiki Irfin. So we got 5 teammates on one team. Fee took Kelsey Plum. Caitlin took Jackie Young. Fee took Ryan Howard, and Caitlin took Kayla Thornton. So those are your picks. I think that Asia's your first pick. I mean, I'm shocked. She was the 5th pick. It's hilarious. And yes, Asia Wilson is about to find out who the real point guard is. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
And the weak side rebound to Gray. Kelsey Gray and Becky Hammer wanting to play with a little bit more pace than they have thus far this season. Here's Smith. Drives it. The floater is good for Alyssa Smith.
Right now, this game is 12-11 New York, 5:21 to go in the first. I'm trying to find the stuff that Ben uses because I have a different platform, so that might be the issue as well. Don't know if I'll be able to do it the exact same way. Not that I don't think most of y'all care, honestly. But I wanted to do something different. Really, because to bring you on to the press conference after the game. I can't show you the game. I can't show you the game. I'll be demonetized immediately. If you want to see the game, you gotta put it on YouTube. I can't show the game, otherwise I'll be demonetized in the blink of an eye. So that's the problem there. I apologize for that. No watch party can ever play the game. No watch party can ever play the game, unfortunately. If you haven't done so, hit the like button. I appreciate that.
Smith off to a good start thus far tonight, acquired for a 2027 first-round pick. And if you are the Aces, even though that projects to be a talented draft, you are thinking and hoping you'll be picking in the back end of that first round, and that's why it's worth it to you to try and boost your championship hopes right now.
Certainly, that would be the expectation in terms of their draft placement.
13-12, Vegas in front.
I'm trying to figure out how to do it, Richard. I've never done this before, and I'm sharing one screen, and it doesn't allow me to share 2 screens. So I don't know how to do that right now. I'm trying to figure this out. I apologize. I genuinely apologize.
Former #2 overall pick. Becky Hammond talked about the way.
If I can figure it out, I will figure it out. I'm trying to do that as I go. I know no one shows the games. Lindy, someone asked me to show the game. I can't show the game. That's what I was telling the person who was asking me to show the game. I can't do that, unfortunately.
Misses that badly. Here's Young busting it down the floor.
Back to this.
Here's Wilson to the corner, 6 to shoot. Young's 3 off, and Johannes able to grab the rebound, darting into the front court. Stewart catch, fire, and hit from 3.
Brianna Stewart just hit a 3 to make it 15-13 New York. Let me see here.
Drills her first attempt tonight. Young firing again, in and out.
The beauty of that Stewie shot is she did not shoot it with the confidence of someone who's been shooting meekly from 3.
Shot it with the confidence of 2 MVP awards.
That's right.
Ionescu. No.
Richard, like I said, I'm trying to figure this out. I can only share one screen. That's the only way I can put the volume. I don't have the ability to share 2 screens. Let me see something. It's because it only gives me an option to share one screen for StreamYard, unfortunately. It tells me to stop.
Defender got caught up on Sabali, and Sabrina navigated that beautifully.
Yeah, I can't figure this out, unfortunately. I got an idea. Let's see if this works.
Here comes Ionescu, eyes up. Nice lead. Sabali couldn't finish it.
Sabali too far into the basket by the time she was able to corral the ball.
Here's Gray, guarded by Phoebus. Gray gets swallowed up by Phoebus.
Liberty's up now, 17-13. You can hear the volume. You can hear then you can hear the game. I got to see if my other platform can do that in the future because I can't figure it out on this one. I apologize, folks. Genuinely. This is new. StreamYard only allows you to share one screen. I don't think Discord will let you stream it. It's not about Discord letting me stream it or anyone let me stream it. It's about me sharing the screen, and StreamYard only allows one screen share. Here, let me try this. I got an idea. No, that's bad. That's bad. No. Let's see, right? I got an idea. Here. This is what I'll do.
Vegas has missed its last 7 shots. Ionescu in and out. St. Evans, who's given Vegas a good minute. That backup point guard spot at 18 on Sunday in a win against Connecticut. Evans will fire and knock down the 3.
Fresh legs on Dana Evans. I think some of the players are looking a little bit tired here. The latter part of this quarter has been a lot of up and down without a lot of whistles.
Ionescu, seriously, Stewart able to gather.
Why isn't it showing it? So that's not working.
Here comes Jackie Young. 1:10 to go in this first quarter. Young trying to sling a pass inside.
Yeah, one more thing I'm trying here.
Hey, come visit WNBA Live, presented by Panini at All-Star in Indy. Where basketball meets entertainment and culture, experience interactive events, including meet and greets with the W's biggest stars, live panels, and personalized WNBA merch. Buy tickets at WNBA.com/WLive.
There's been a fun social media exchange between Jackie Young and Asia Wilson because a similar pass happened a couple of games ago where Jackie was trying to find her and threw it like off of her face. And that's kind of what happened there as well.
Appreciate you, Mike Nunn. Thank you so very, very much.
Yeah, they might be.
That was Vegas' first turnover, a good sign for them. Becky Hammond was talking to us before the game and said, we've been turning it over this year, and I don't know why. That's never been a part of how we play. Sabali, and that is going the other way. as the charge is called with Bell taking the contact.
Great job on the rotation by Bell because it looked like once again Sabrina was going to be able to dish to a teammate for an open layup. Instead, Bell's rotation was there.
Second foul on the Arasabali. 2-for-1 opportunity here for Vegas. Here's Evans kicking to the corner. Bell can't hit the three. Rebound squirts out to Vegas. Here's Evans.
Okay, so let's see if that works. You can see the score. You can see the time. I don't know what they're going to do, man. I appreciate that, Mike Nunn. What if the MWNBA and CBA says, sure, we will give you this, but you can't play anywhere else. If we pay you, you aren't getting injured anywhere. What would feel? Yeah, they would probably be completely against it because they would destroy their league. More than likely, that would destroy their league. So yeah, I don't think they would ever agree to that. The checks would have to be so much larger. I'm guessing in order for that to happen. But I really don't know. I don't think they'd be for it. That's for damn sure. I don't think they'd be for it. That is for dang sure. So you can see the score here. I hope I don't get this video pulled down. I hope it don't get pulled down.
This team over a week, just your second start with the Aces. How have you acclimated so quickly?
We're on the break, end of the first quarter, 19 to 9. Look at that. Melissa Smith is bowling, huh? Ain't that something impressive? Melissa Smith.
What is it like out there for you?
Definitely. I would say just the people around me, they believe in me. They have given me that confidence. So I have nothing to worry about.
Albert, thank you so very much. My pleasure. Yeah, you know what? I owe it to the Liberty. I owe Liberty. I owe coverage to the Liberty. Real talk. Because look, here's reality. The Liberty did me a solid, bro. The Liberty have done me a solid. They've given me a credential, an opportunity to cover their league, cover their team, and I appreciate that. Real talk, I appreciate it. You have all these teams that are so afraid. Now, will I get to ask a question? Let's see what happens. I hope I get to actually ask a question, but at the same time, hey, at the very least, I get to be in the press conference. I get to link in and I get to see what's what. So I do appreciate that. And I'm going to do my best to do many more Liberty games because, again, if they're going to give me a credential to be in their press conferences, at some point, they're going to open the door to me and let me actually ask a question. It will happen, a matter of when, but it will happen. So I trust that it will. And the more consistent you are being there, the more likely they're going to open the door. So that's all somebody can ask for. And I do hope that, you know, that does happen. So we shall see. We shall see. But I do want to provide, some coverage for them because they are still the defending champions. They are the defending champs, but I'll have to figure out a way to do this a little bit better. I may have to use a different platform to do it, but again, I appreciate it. Uh, will Reeve let Angel play point guard? Who knows? I'm sure at some point. I'm sure at some point. It's an all-star game. Yeah, I would agree with this comment. I would agree. Yeah, I would agree. Can't argue with that. Really, you should do this should help you do genuine unbiased. Hey, I listen. I didn't apply for an all-star credential. I'm going to be in Vegas, so I didn't even apply for an all-star credential. I'm not going to comment on what other people do because I've done that too much in the past. I'm not going to do that. I can tell you that I am actually unbiased. I've been probably the most critical of any of the. I've been more critical of Caitlin Clark than any other what you would call a Caitlin Clark podcast, because that's not how my podcast started. I've been more critical of her than anybody else. I've been more critical of the team than probably anybody else. So you can go watch everybody else's and compare it to what I say. And I'm a lot more say it with your chest type shit. I don't fuck around. I tell it like it is. I said today, Angel Reese played a great game. I watched the game today. She played a great game. They lost, but she played a great game. You know,
Las Vegas Aces.
we're back.
Coach,
We're
how
back in
about that
action
pick and
here.
roll
But
defense?
yeah, she played a great game, so I'm not going to take that away from her. Not at all.
It looks like we're a little bit betwixt and between on our coverage.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, you've heard someone mention me in a good light? Oh, wow. I'm impressed. Who's mentioning me in a good light? I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I do it. Who has mentioned me in a good light? I would love to know because that's nice to know. But no, I just I've watched some other people's videos, and like I said before, the one guy that I learn a lot from every video I watch of his is Ben Daniel. He's my guy, and I appreciate what he does. And we all bring a different flair. Seems when I don't curse and lose my mind and go crazy, people people don't come on as much. I don't know. Maybe I got to yell more. But
I didn't know if it was like a moment you were waiting
it's
for.
1918 right now.
Ionescu
takes it away. Okay, why did she just do that? If you're watching the game, she literally turned a fast break layup into a jump stop layup. I don't get that, but okay. Fee was wearing an unrivaled shirt at the WNBA All-Star Draft. I'm going to be real. I didn't even notice that. More people would show up if I showed us my body again. Yeah, well, you have to earn that. You need to become a member for that now. I'm gonna start making memberships. Well, I haven't gone crazy. When I get softer, people ask me where I've been and what's going on, if I'm healthy or not. Big and one by Sabrina Ionescu right there to make it 23-20, 8:21 to go in the second quarter. I'm fire. Look at that, folks. I'm fire. See, you got to hear it, man. You got to hear it. That's a wonderful comment right there. That's a wonderful comment right there. Breaking news. I love the rant. We got to all go down the way to the 305. That's fucking hilarious. Love it. Did any of y'all watch the Washington Mystics Chicago Sky game today? I don't know if anyone watched it, but I watched that game, and I gotta say, shit, man, how many minutes does it take for them to review a play in the WNBA? Every single time they review a play, it takes like a half an hour. It feels like it just stops the game. It just stops the game. Well, they review so much crap, it's crazy, brutal, but like. And I thought Reese played really, really well. Like I said, I watched it. She got to the free throw line a lot. They did foul her a lot. There's so many dumb fouls. Shakira Austin goes 5 for 13 from the line, but she hits the two with 2.8 seconds left after bricking to like about 20 seconds earlier. Mike Nunn, thank you so very, very much. Can the CBA include dictionaries for players and owners with a bookmark on the conflict page, as scheduling conflict isn't not having enough seats and owning a rival league and bargaining? They should, man. They absolutely should. I gotta tell you, if you saw what was it that came out now that Kathy Engelbert basically relayed a message to Nneka Ogwumike that y'all don't know nothing about business? I mean, that's absolutely beautiful. That's some crazy, crazy stuff. It's up to 6-point game, 26-20. Right now, if you're not watching, currently Natasha Cloud is out tonight. So is Jonquel Jones. Natasha Cloud is probably out there supporting somebody for mayor, and I don't know. She got busy today. Who knows? I don't know what the sky tried to cheat means, but okay. I don't know which phantom foul. I don't know what the foul on Austin on the last play. I thought she got fouled. I thought she got fouled, but yeah. They make so many mistakes watching these games. People just don't understand. Like they make so many mistakes. What is Natasha Howard? Wearing? Oh my God. Got 7:23 to go in the first half. Right now on the floor, you got Brianna Stewart, Oh, Johannes just drilled a 3 to make it a 9-point game. There's some girl with dreads. I don't know what her name is. It looks like Sabali. Bro, this is embarrassing. I gotta look up who the hell these players are. Let me see the box score for this crap. On the court right now is Brenna Stewart, Sabali, Marina Johannes, Rebecca Gardner, and it looks like Jalen Sherrod. And for Vegas, you've got on the floor Asia Wilson, Chelsea Gray. Is that Dana Evans? I can't see. They're not showing it right now. Well, the only Fibbage is coming back in the game right now on the next dead ball. Is that Jackie Young? Oh, Jackie Young's in the game for Vegas. Jewel Lloyd's in the game, and Melissa Smith. 3 from the corner for Chelsea Gray. She drills it. It's a 4-point game. Drills it from the corner.
Always plus for Vegas when they can get Jackie Young out there. She was initiating there. Gray off the ball. We know how deadly she can be as a 3-point shooter.
Let's see here. I mean, hell, there was a foul that got called that didn't get called in the Chicago game with Washington, where Dawson got smacked in the face by someone from Chicago, and Reese just rips the ball out of her hands, and then gets her shot blocked by Dawson, who with one arm, but they call a foul on Edwards. It's just like they missed the girl getting smacked in the face. I saw a thing where Reese smacked the clipboard. Was that today? Maybe I wasn't looking at that moment because I watched the entire game. I'm not acting like the bad referees is new. What I'm saying is that it's bad across the board. That's all. Natasha Cloud's out with a hip injury. I don't know. Did I see the All-Star selections? Yes. I thought it was really bad. I thought it was boring. I thought it could have been a lot better. I didn't notice the subliminal. I have to rewatch it. She kept mentioning Unrivaled over and over again. She drafted her entire Lunar Owls team and did the hootie hoo thing at the end.
Here's Johannes backing away.
Yeah, bad refs are part of it. These refs are criminal. Oh boy. No, it was just boring because it was like I thought they could have made it interesting instead of just like, let me go draft all my teammates. Let's draft all of our teammates. Let's draft all of our college buddies and shit. Like, come on now. What are we doing? We're gonna draft all of our friends and family, or are we gonna actually draft people that are gonna make it funny? It's gonna give stuff people to talk about. Like, you know how much content we would have right now if we're talking about Caitlin Clark drafted Angel Reese. Jesus Christ, that would have been so awesome. We'd be talking about that shit for the next 2 weeks. We'd be talking about it for the next 2 weeks. We'd be talking about Caitlin Clark is drafted Angel Reese, Paige Beckers. We'd be talking about there's going to be a point where Caitlin Clark is going to be on the floor at the same time as Paige Beckers, Angel Reese, and Asia Wilson. I mean, can you imagine that? Oh man, that would have been so much fun. That would have been so much fun. I think that would have been so awesome. Because what would they do? I do think they don't like each other. Ballpark, no, but I really do think they don't like each other personally. There's different reactions that you see. I think they don't like each other, but I don't care. I really don't care. No, I know Paige and Angel on the same team. I was talking about Caitlin Clark could have drafted Paige and Angel onto her team, and you would have had 3 players that people are largely pitting against Caitlin Clark with Asia Wilson, Angel Reese, and Paige Beckers, and you put them on the same team there on the court at the same time. It would be hilarious. The score is 32-28 New York right now. We're in the middle of the second quarter. It's a commercial break right now. I just think that would be funny as shit, personally. I just think that would be so damn funny. It'd be very, very, very amusing. And I just think that they missed out an opportunity. Hey, Lindy, there's a reason people watch Conor McGregor, and there's a reason that they don't watch other fighters. There's a reason. Drama draws ratings. Drama draws ratings. So.
Roots And just outside Barclays Center, a really awesome new public art project by renowned artist LaToya Ruby Frazier, honoring the 2024 WNBA championship.
They really put
win
this artwork
with New
outside
York
of the
Liberty
Barclays
Stars, a
in
new art
Brooklyn.
installation entitled The Liberty
They put a
Portraits,
whole bunch of artwork outside of the
reminding you to the
Barclays in
2024
Brooklyn. Man,
champions,
I would be afraid that the
celebrating
Brooklyn
professional
people would
female
destroy
athletes.
this
You
stuff.
see the pictures in uniform and
James
their
the
families
Flatbush, if
on
you're in the
back.
building, what would
And
you think?
part of a larger
What would
Barclays
you
Art
think?
Center art
Oh,
program
Jonquel Jones
with
not
all
playing for the
different
Liberty is
public
why
art
they keep
commissions
losing. There's no question about it.
going on right now. So really
No
cool
question
project
about
here
it.
outside Barclays. It's the size, continually come up with really creative ways to be welcoming and involve the community here, and also just make everything in and around the arena feel.
The action is back in it. We're back in action. It's 32-28.
Here's Lloyd cutting through and poking it in.
Really good job by Lloyd to probe inside and find the bucket.
Gray on the steal. Johan is struggling a bit.
What do you think of when Asia Wilson gets a pass thrown to her by Cece?
Smith barging her way inside, and Phoebus would have none of it.
She'd be like, oh shit. That ball hit me right in the hands, right at the rim.
Way off, follows it up.
Sabrina bricks a three, follows her shot, knows it's not going to go in, and she chases it down and gets the rebound and gets fouled by Nalissa Smith. So she's heading to the free throw line now.
Always knows best where it might come off when you know it's not on right as soon as it leaves your fingers.
Asia Wilson isn't playing. I'm talking about in the All-Star game. She's not going to play.
He's wondering, is Sabrina Ionescu, after her historic performance 2 years
She's
ago,
not going to show up.
to compete in the three-point contest this year, which takes place on Friday, the game on Saturday. So we asked Sabrina earlier today, and she told us she is still undecided. She would like to do it, but is figuring out her schedule. And one of the things she talked about that's tough is
They haven't announced yet who's in the three-point contest. They haven't announced who's in any of these contests, by the way, in 2 weeks.
And then the different events you're playing in, and because then there's no real gap on the back end of All-Star for these players who are in the game. They go right back to playing games Tuesday.
The one thing that you're seeing a difference with from this Liberty game against this game than I saw from Seattle is
she's figuring out what her schedule is, and then we'll decide. Does she want to
is this a new comedy routine or really? No, this is the fact that I had a team that actually gave me the common decency and respect of giving me the credential to cover their post-game press conference, whether I get to ask a question or not. I got the link to their Zoom, so I'm happy to jump on board, and no one else has done that so far. I got to go look at the other games to apply for other teams, but the Liberty are also the defending champions, so covering it, I mean, hey, that's and what I'm going to do at the end of the game is I'm going to bring you into the press conference. I'm going to link it and put it on the screen where I'm going to ask my question for the press conference right here. Oh, is that Asia Wilson? Asia Wilson looked like she got a boo-boo here. Does she have a yellow pair of Asia Wilson sneakers? I haven't seen those yet. And yeah, this is the Vegas, New York. I mean, do I plan on doing every game? No, I don't. Wait, they're putting towels around her. Shit, she might be fucking hurt.
Who are you texting?
Yo, no, seriously, they just put towels all around her. She might be actually hurt. Shit, that's not good.
You sure about that color?
That's not good. Not at all.
The color, and they're backed by a 10-day money back.
I don't even know what the hell happened there. Let me turn this commercial off. I don't even know what happened. Let me see if I can go backward. No, this doesn't let me go backward to watch it on the computer. Asia Wilson right now has, just to give y'all some information, Asia Wilson has 0 points. She's 0 for 3, 3 rebounds. Nalissa Smith has 6 points. Jackie Young 5. Chelsea Gray 8. Jewel Lloyd 4. Off the bench, Dana Evans has 7 for New York. Sabrina's got 10. Brianna Stewart's got 5. Maureen Johannes has 5. Jalen Sherrod's got 3. Sabali's got 2. And Kennedy Burke has 3. Liberty shooting 46.4%. The Aces are shooting 40.0%. That's where we are right now. You need 18. So you have a parlay or something? You're betting some money? What's the bet you got there, risque boss lady? How much money do you have on Asia Wilson getting 18 plus? Let me know. Just curious. Just curious. Right now we do have about 113 people between Twitter, X Space, and YouTube. If you're in the YouTube space, please do hit the like button. I appreciate y'all. Let's see. We're not back yet. The wall of towels to me makes me think that there's a real injury. Asia Wilson's got to be about 30. I got to think she's got to be around 30. She is 28, actually. She's 28 years old. She turns 29 in August. Oh, she's up. She's fine. Oh, they made.
Well, the good news here is
Oh.
Asia Wilson on her feet, back at the bench for the Aces, and looks like she's going to attempt her free throws. Here was the injury.
Oh, shit.
Left wrist, but then it was her right wrist that she was actually holding somewhat limply.
Dude, she came down on her left shoulder hard, and they're saying the wrist. She came down on her shoulder hard as shit. That was a hard fall. That hurt. Looked like she was in a little bit of tears there because I see like her she's sniffling there. Woo! That left shoulder came right straight down, and they're talking about her wrists. I thought that was her fucking shoulder, but she's shooting, and she makes the first with a nice bounce off the back iron.
Whenever an Aces player goes down,
And the whole damn team ran out there with towels, bro. Man, that whole team ran out with towels. She makes both free throws. I guess she's all right.
Wilson does remain on the floor. Not
she's back. She's still in the game.
Wonder if Becky Hammond will still get Wilson out to be further examined. Had she not taken those free throws, she would have been ineligible to come back in this game.
Three-pointer from the corner. Book it. Was that a 3 or a 2? That's a 2. That's a 2. It's a 2 from Gardner from the corner. What's everybody got going on right now, man? What's going on, folks? I know we were talking about some steaks last night. Are there any interesting topics at hand that you'd like to have a conversation about? Oh, my God. Stewart with the air ball from 3, kissing the line, but Maureen Johannes drills. Was that Johannes, I thought? Yeah, that was Leonie Fibich. They look alike. Sorry, they're both white with yellow hair. Leonie Fibich drills a 3 to make it a 6-point game. I got to tell you, Vegas has no offense. They got no offense. Young just drills a 3, but they've got no offense. They just got 4, 1 in the paint, and they got 4 wrapped around the damn freaking 3-point line.
Give a little bit of help there, but you can't leave Jackie Young when she is shooting the ball well.
Jackie Young now 3,000.
3-point game right now, folks.
After that, made 3.
Stewart misses the layup from the left.
Wilson corrals her 4th rebound. Sign for the Aces that Wilson's been able to stay in. Young surrounded, finds Gray.
Chelsea Gray knew she missed that jumper by a mile, but Jewel Lloyd with the rebound putback, and it's 38-37. Sandy Brondello takes a time out. There's 2:22 to go in the first half. We are in a timeout now. A prime rib pizza would be fire. What? A prime rib pizza? That's different. That is definitely different there, I'd say. I've never heard of a prime rib pizza. You told everyone Asia wasn't 100% an hour ago? What, do you have her phone number or something, Holmes said? Have you been watching her? Huh? You've been watching her? I mean, we all know Chelsea Green ain't the best point guard. Come on now. We all know that. We know she's not the best point guard. Come on now. So you've been watching her whole set. Oh boy. A Mexican lasagna baked potato. What the hell's a Mexican lasagna? Am I friends with the? I think Jose might be friends with Dolores. He's watching somebody. Hey, I can do play-by-play better than these freaking people on TV. I can promise you that. I would put Ryan Rucco to shame, man. Are you kidding? I would put him to shame, dude. Yeah, I could do this way better than Ryan Rucco. Come on. A lasagna cooked by a Mexican is a Mexican lasagna. In New Mexico, the green chili crust pizza is fabulous. Oh, I forgot to bring this back on. My bad, folks. Sorry about that, folks. 38-37. Zabali with the little shot over Jackie Young. She mouse in the house. Take advantage of that size. Yeah, I sure did. I absolutely did see how many free throws she shot today. She took 15 free throws. They still lost. But I mean, look, I watched it. She got fouled. She got fouled a lot. The Mystics defense is mystifying how many stupid fouls they committed in that game. It was just painful. That game should have been a double-digit loss, but the Mystics missed 12 free throws. They were just bricklaying free throws the whole game. Yeah. Oh, the Mystics broadcasters today? Oh, Lord have mercy. Folks, if you watch that shit today, those Mystic broadcasters might be some of the worst I've seen. First of all, they're trying way too hard. They sound like they try to sound like they're a bunch of dudes in the park watching the game, and they sound just bad, man. It was tough to watch and tough to listen to. And they're sitting there. Yo, here's what's the funny part about all of it. If you watched it, they don't know the rules. Nobody knows the WNBA rules. Asia Wilson's gone back to the locker room. Okay, that's not good. But no, they don't know the rules. They're sitting there coming off of there's a foul call. Like there was the play with Reese where Dolson gets hit in the face by a guard. And then Reese rips the ball out of Dolson's hand and goes for the layup, gets it blocked by Dolson. But Aaliyah Edwards fouls her. And they were on that review for like 10 minutes. It was clear Dolson blocked the shot. I don't care about abiding by the rules. Those are fouls. They call fouls. That's the sport. That's penalties in football. Whatever. I don't care about that. I'm talking about they don't know the rules. You're commentating on a game and you're sitting here telling people during the game, well, are they allowed to go back and call the foul on the smack to the face of Dolson? And they don't know because in the NBA, you sure as shit can. They called the foul on Dolson. They challenge it. They flip it over to Edwards. They flip it over to Edwards. They're doing Mike Nunn. There's the summer camp thing they did last year. They're playing the games for children in summer camps. So they flip it to Edwards, but they don't go back and actually call the foul, the initial foul, on this guy. But the commentators have no idea what the rules are. They don't know what the rules are. And it's happened 3 times where they don't know the rules. Oh, the players definitely don't know the rules. Without a doubt. Heck, I covered rebound by Kirsten Bell. We have a tie game at 40-40 with 1:05 to go in the first half. But I covered high school sports for a very, very long time. And I don't think the referees know the rules. I don't think the players know the rules. I don't think the commentators know the rules. I don't think the coaches know the rules. Like, I don't think they know all the rules. I think it's at certain points, they think that what the hell was Sabrina doing there? That was terrible.
2-for-1 opportunity for Vegas.
Chelsea Griggs,
Great
18-footer,
mid-range
no
ball.
good. Rebound, New York.
And an 11-second
I,
difference
I,
in
it-
the shot
it's,
clock here for New
I
York.
covered high school sports for a very long time, and I swear to God, there are so many rules within high school football that are different from college and NFL.
Liberty
And the
winding
coaches in
seven.
high school, this is back when I covered it, they didn't know the
Here's
differences.
Stewart.
They did not know the differences.
Stewart through the lane, got stripped out of bounds. Shot
No,
clock
yeah.
at
When you
3.
don't know the rules as a
Our
commentator, it's your
WNBA
job to know
halftime
the rules.
presented by
Number
State
one,
Farm.
it's the job of the officials to know the rules as well. It's a job of everybody to know the rules. But if you're explaining the game to me as a commentator, I should learn something watching you. So every time I hear that commentator for freaking Washington say DHO or
We talked earlier about
ATO
those
or
splits in
AWI or
coverage.
DWI or
It's not
DUI
his space
or
on the
whatever.
floor on
They're
the
using
offensive
so
end.
many
What does she do?
acronyms. Most people don't know what any of that shit
Disrupt
means.
things on
The
the defensive
nail,
end.
the,
That's
the
a couple
horns, and
possessions in
all.
a row
Like
now where we've seen
normal
them do
people
that.
don't know dick about that. They didn't start doing that shit. You know when that shit started? It was when LeBron decided to do this stupid podcast with JJ Redick last year. And LeBron and JJ Redick are using the actual terminology that they use. And then all of a sudden you start hearing the WNBA commentators using terminology. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? The Aces are up 2 at the half right now. The Aces are up 2 at the half. Let's give you some statistics for the time being. Let's stop sharing that one. I'm going to share this one. Let me do something right here real quick so I can flip flop it so you can see this shit. And I'll flip it back. Those are the stats for the first half. Aces are up 42-40. Let's see what the team stats are. Aces are shooting 41%. Liberty 43.2, 37.5 to 33.3. We got 8 turnovers are fairly even. Rebounding is fairly even. And that's why we have a close game tonight. Right now, the top scorers. Leading the way for Vegas is Jackie Young with 11. Leading the way for New York is Sabrina with 10. She's having a rough shooting night, 0 for 5 from 3. So what does she keep doing? Let's keep on shooting threes. Oh, my word. Same bullshit from the other day. But, yeah, those are the numbers right now. Those are the numbers at the moment. So that's where we are at this moment. Let's don't know if you do guys want to listen to the halftime program or you want to listen to me talk, you let me know. Would you rather hear me talk or rather listen to the halftime geniuses in action? Just let me know what you prefer.
Time score, the Aces 42, the Liberty 40. After the break, it's the WNBA halftime show presented by State Farm with Malika.
Okay, let's get to the wonderful broadcast. We're on a commercial break. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I covered high school sports for so many years, and I would listen to these coaches in high school, and they don't know the rules. Like they would think, oh, you got to get 2 feet down. Like, bro, that's NFL. Heck, you don't even have to get 2 feet down in college. It's 1 foot down in college. And you hear this shit, and you're sitting here like, bro, how are these fucking morons coaching high school football? How are you coaching high school football? It's insane. You're coaching high school football and you don't know the rules. There's a rule in high school football where if you don't punt the ball, if it doesn't reach the line of scrimmage, you can actually pick it up. And it happens in high school because a lot of these teams back in the day didn't have punters who could actually kick the ball. but you could actually pick the ball up and run for a first down. Like you could, the team that punted could actually pick up the ball and run for a first down. You're like, huh? Yeah. And I tell you what, none of the coaches knew the rule until I saw one coach in particular take advantage of that because no one else knows the rules. And the coach is arguing with the referee on on the side. Well, you can't do that. Yeah, yes, coach, you can. You absolutely can. And they don't know the rules. So I have that today was real bad because I'm listening to these commentators for the Mystics and they don't know the rules. It's just like shit, man. It's no wonder people watch this and don't have any idea what's going on because the people that are supposed to be educating them don't know how to educate them since they're getting it all wrong. I mean, it's fucking hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious to me. But yeah, that's part of the problem. That's really part of the problem. I would love to see these people actually read the rule books because they're different. And I may actually take the time to read the rule book myself for the WNBA because yeah, I'm not sure of some of the rules in this league, but I would expect that Ryan Rucco or whoever's doing the game for the TV should know those rules. So I don't know. Yeah, game right now is 42-40 at the moment, and they are in the halftime show, and Monica McNutt is running her mouth and yakking it up with Shine Ogumuke and Malika Andrews. Apparently, Malika Andrews does now both men and women. Uh, yeah. Does anyone have any vacation planned for the summer? Any of y'all got any going anywhere? Anything fun? Or are we all just sitting here watching women's basketball all year, all summer? I'm going to Vegas, as y'all know, in 2 weeks. I've been to Vegas a bunch of times, but I really love Vegas. It's to me, it's a place where I can just find. There's always something to do. So, and it's not really that I need to do a whole lot of partying. I really don't. But yeah, I don't. I'm at the lake right now. Which lake? Which lake are you at, Rooster? Which lake are you at? What state are you in? I don't even know what state you're in. So yeah, what state are you in? What lake are you at? I will be going. I'll be covering the fights this week. So I know the Fever play on Friday. I should be home in time for a post game because I'm doing the weigh in on. I'm doing the weigh in on Friday. Big press conference on. Welcome aboard the Pope. Pope, you think that Caitlin Clark's been hurt now? You think she's been hurt? Or they just been holding her out? I'm gonna bust your balls right here, man. Come on. You think she's been hurt? Because you said that she wasn't hurt. Have you changed that or are you still sticking to it? I'm just curious. Um, I got the fight Thursday. Thursday, we got a press conference with Conor McGregor. Some big announcements for BKFC. I talked to two fighters this past week. I talked to two fighters this past week, actually, that one of them, his son and his partner, the mother of his son, 3 years ago were killed in a car accident. All right, Pope, you sticking on it. I got you. Um, and he's 3 years ago, his son and the mother of his kid died in a car accident. He's 3-0 in BKFC, and he is fighting a guy who came over from Cuba when he was 5, came over floating on a raft for 10 days, picked up by the U.S. Coast Guard. This was like 1994, 1995. Picked up by the U.S. Coast Guard 10 miles off the coast of Key West. Returned to Guantanamo Bay base. And no, he's not Elian Gonzalez. Returned to Guantanamo Bay. And because he had appendicitis when they were picked up out of the water, they flew them right to the US to have surgery to remove his appendix And that is how they got to eventually get here, stay faster, because it was, they said if he hadn't had surgery in an hour, in a day, he would have died at 5 years of age. And he has been in this country since he was five. But yeah, 10 days in the Florida Straits, just absolutely crazy. Um, yeah, the and he's fighting for the championship, the interim flyweight championship against the guy who's lost his son and mother of his son 3 years ago. I talked to both these guys, and it's like it's one of those fights where I don't even want to pick because it's just like they're both great dudes, and I feel it's just hard to pick against one of those guys. I have the Cuban connection naturally, but that's a pretty awful situation to, just the guy's gone through is unbelievable. So yeah, they're fighting in the co-main event. The event itself, the fight card itself is pretty amazing. So I'll be having a lot of combat corner content coming up. I hope you guys check it out. I hope you have, if you haven't done so yet, I would love if you signed up, followed subscribed, I should say, subscribed to the other Combat Corner page. If you haven't done so yet, I'll put it right here. Please do give those videos a chance, as I do appreciate it. Trying to build up that big time. And the page is actually Combat Corner Fight Network. So if you do have some time, please do check out Combat Corner Fight Network. By the way, the website will be up it's already up, but we're making final edits to it. If you haven't seen the website, just go to www.comeonnowthepodcast. The podcast. Come on now podcast at come on now www.comeonnowpodcast.com, and the site is up. But if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the Combat Corner Network channel, that's where I'm gonna be putting the news and all the salacious activities in combat sports. But interviews will continue to go on the main Come On Now, the podcast page. So please do check it out. Hey, I love Carnival Cruise Line. I'm gonna tell you that right now. People can kiss my ass. Carnival Cruise Line. I know what's going on. Oh, bare knuckle is way better than UFC now for me as well. I love UFC, but it's bare knuckle is just nonstop action. This is Rudy makes us tear up hour. We just finished trash the W for not knowing their own rules hour. Yeah, they don't know their own rules. I watched the Mystics game today, and listening to the lack of knowledge of the rules is crazy. I'm a Platinum Carnival cruiser. I think Drickus beats Chimaev. I think Drickus is a monster. I think Drickus. I think Kamar Usman would have beaten Chimaev if he had time to train. I think if Kamara Usman had time to train and not come in on a week and a half notice, and first off, also um, had time to train but didn't come in on a week and a half notice, I think, and it's a 5-round fight. I think he beats Chimaev as well. I absolutely think Drickus is a monster. They don't give Drickus enough credit. He's a beast. He's an absolute beast, savage. But I forgot what I was talking about. Carnival Cruise Line. You see those fights here. Let's talk about the cruise line stuff, because if you're not familiar, there's a lot of stuff going around on the cruise line stuff where they're talking about how Carnival Cruise Line is against black people. Like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? No, what it's against is having fucking all out brawls on cruise ships. I've been on 20 Carnival ships. I've never seen a fight. But I can tell you, for a first timer, I would go on Carnival. It's the cheapest cruise line in terms of price. You get more for your money than anything, in my opinion. From my personal experience, I've been on Carnival, I've been on Royal, and I've been on NCL. And I would tell you this: for the value, Carnival is by far the best value. I think there are good things and bad things on all the lines. I think Royal Caribbean, really, really beautiful ship, kind of boring. Like, it's really more laid back and subdued, if you're looking for a more relaxed atmosphere, I would go on Royal. If you're looking for a more exciting adventure and partying, I would go on Carnival. Carnival, there's always shit to do. There's always shit to do on Carnival. So if you're trying to choose that way, and the whole thing about the rap music and not bringing speakers, think about it like this. I don't know if any of y'all have ever been to a swimming pool, right? A public swimming pool. But if you've gone to a hotel, go to a hotel swimming pool. If you had 17 different fucking Bluetooth speakers at the hotel swimming pool, plus a band or a DJ, and everybody's playing their own damn Bluetooth, how exactly is anyone gonna relax? Please do tell me. Because that shit is irritating. I've been on carnival ships. I'm like, bro, why do you have this big ass boom box? They got a motherfucking DJ. They got a fucking well, you couldn't have taken Citroen before Page because Page was a starter and Citroen was the backup. If you're talking about for the all-star team, I think Page is better than Citroen though. So I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't see why anyone should harass you, but I think Page is better than Citroen. Remember, Page is the number one option there, and Citroen is the number 3 option on her team. Asia Wilson is out for the rest of the game. She's out for the rest of the game. That's some news right there. Asia Wilson is out for the remainder of the game.
And out for the rest of this game, though, as we chat
I would
with the head coach of the New York Liberty, Sandy Brondello. Coach, even without Asia Wilson,
but yeah, I would sit here and I would tell you that Carnival Cruise Line, if you're a first-time cruiser, I would go on Carnival. Well, they're now limiting the drinks in terms of the drink package. They've limited that for a while. But you can drink like a sailor on any damn ship. You can drink like till you're drunk off your ass on Disney, on Carnival, on Royal, it doesn't matter. I think the Lido deck food on Royal is better than on Carnival. I think the signature restaurants on Carnival are better than the ones on Royal. Although I think both the hibachi grills are great. You don't have to worry about it. They're both the same. They're both excellent. But the steakhouse for Carnival to me was so much better than the steakhouse. And I've been on multiple steakhouses for Carnival than the one on Royal. So those are my thoughts. Virgin I've not been on. Virgin is for adults. Virgin is for adults, even though it's called Virgin. Even though it's called Virgin, it's not do the other countries use why can they so yeah. So now that's a late call. Oh, that's a late call. If you're going on Viking, man, your Viking is like for very, very wealthy people, I think. Like you got to be very Viking cruises. I think are for like very, very small cruise ships. And I think they only go in the Mediterranean and in Europe. I'm not seeing them. Maybe yeah. Vikings, I think, is in Europe though. But if you're a first time cruiser and you're looking to have a good time and party a little bit, I go Carnival. But again, they're just talking too much graping and pillaging from my taste on Viking. Okay, I don't know.
Second one to roll in as well.
Tie game now, 42 all. So now the center of attention is Nalissa Smith. She's playing center. They've gone real small now. Vegas is not going to win this game. Without Asia Wilson, they don't have any chance to win this game. I would be shocked if they won this game. If they came back to win. Oh, nice move. What are you doing? The fuck is Ionesco doing? She has a fucking line right to the rim and she throws the ball out of bounds. Oh my God. Lord have mercy.
Has really blossomed over the last couple of seasons.
What is Albuquerque like? Because I talked to a fighter in Albuquerque and he says, man, ain't nothing good in Albuquerque, and he lives in Albuquerque. Asia Wilson went down on her shoulder, but I'm not sure if it was her shoulder or her wrist. I didn't hear it. I wasn't really listening. I just saw this come across the screen, so my apologies. I think her shoulder is jacked. Missed layup by Sabrina. Wide open layup. Missed layup. Because you don't have a left hand, Sabrina. Corner three from Kirsten Bell. She drills it. It's a 5-point game for Vegas. Timeout, New York. All right, got another timeout here. Yeah, maybe that is Asia Wilson saying, "Screw this shit, man. This team ain't very good. I'm out of here. I'm out of here." But yeah, man. At the end of the day, I do think Carnival gets a bum rack, but the fact that people are acting like they're against black folks is just stupid. Because if you're on a cruise ship and you're on a balcony and your neighbor in the room next to you has a damn freaking boombox and they're playing it on the balcony at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, like in what world is that okay? In what world is that okay? Like, that's not about being black or white. That's about being courteous and respectful to the people on the ship with you, man. Like, you got to be a complete fucking asshole to do stuff like that. And that happens. I mean, I have experienced that on Carnival. So I have no issue. Like, bro, it's about respect. They are cutting down on letting you bring weed on. Like people were smoking fucking weed on their balcony. You could smell that shit literally across the entire ship. Bring your edibles if you want to bring something, but I mean, be careful about it. But don't the weed shit, bro. No, I can't do that. Like, you have children there, bro. You have children there. Appreciate you. If you get a question, you should ask the coach about Caitlin trading to play for her and giving Reeves the. Oh my God, that's the best question ever. Oh, I'm writing that down. Oh, you just gave. Oh, that's the question right there. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm gonna ask her about it. That's the question. Oh boy, I'm asking that question. Shit, yeah. Oh yeah. That's the question, actually. I like that question. Gotta see if I can figure out a game question too, but I think that's a really good question, actually. And she gets to coach Sabrina. If New York, hell, I'm gonna ask the question, win or lose. I don't care. Shit. This is the WNBA, man. They start laughing when they lose. Run it up. I am bringing y'all into the press conference with me after this game. That's why we are here tonight. I have credentials to get on the press conference. If I can get my question in tonight, I'm gonna get my question. I didn't get to ask one last game, but if I can get my question in tonight, I'm gonna get my question in. In fact, let me do this right now. Let me get prepared.
It's unbelievable. Now, to use a TV term, normally we would call this an eye chart. We'd never want to show it to you because it's too much condensed information for you to really absorb. But we feel we need to so you can grasp just how ridiculous our schedule of games is in the month of July.
Yeah, Cece said she's taking Brondello, yeah.
So just basically make sure tuning in every night on ESPN and ABC.
I have more faith.
But I'm gonna ask that question regardless. Shit, I'm gonna ask that no matter what. Yeah, I'm gonna bring y'all into the press conference with me, so you're gonna watch this shit live.
On ABC, then they come right back.
You're gonna get to watch it live.
Hopefully the first Paige Caitlin Pro matchup. Then we have All-Star Friday. Next Friday, the 18th, and the All-Star game in primetime on ABC the night of the 19th.
It is 49-42, as you can see. 7:28 to go.
First time New York and Minnesota will have met.
I'll ask it in a very nice way. I'm gonna ask it in the way that needs to be asked. Hey, Sandy.
Anyone can grasp
Hey, coach. Caitlin Clark wants you to be her coach. She's asking to have you traded to the Indiana Fever for Stephanie White. Would that one work?
Lloyd step back three off. Smith got a hand on it, but it's Ionescu.
Caitlin's about to have a whole team of guards after that shit draft she did, man. She's
Charging into the paint, gets denied.
that shitty draft. Caitlin wants you to coach. Caitlin by the way, hey, I got my book. It came today. I read 5 pages. I got my book. I'm going to be reading this thing tonight after I get off of here. Well, I got to do a couple videos, and then I'm going to read it.
See the Liberty playing without John Quill Jones.
Bro, I'm going to be like, yo, Sandy, Caitlin wants you to coach the Fever. Caitlin wants you to coach the Fever. He's trading for you.
Any updates that come out post game, you no doubt will be able to
Oh my goodness.
On ESPN. First foul on
she says, I'm just gonna draft on vibes. What the fuck does that mean? I'm gonna draft on vibes.
Young will be headed to her 4th All-Star game.
That's just crazy. Vibe, you got that vibe. Oh, you got that vibe, you got that vibe.
51-44 Vegas.
Lindy, Brenda's not blacklisted, but she's not going to get too many interviews after this book came out, I'm pretty sure.
Here's Johannes.
Brenda's going to make more money. Christine and Brenda are going to make more money selling this book than she's made in her whole life covering sports as a journalist. This book, if y'all all bought it, this shit cost me $30. $30. This could sell 1 million copies if Caitlin Clark fans buy the book. Bro, I'm telling you right now, she's about to get paid on that book.
No, that's the thing. There's nothing I see on the floor that I say we can't cover this action.
Nobody wants Asia Wilson's sneaker. Come on.
It's just about bringing a level of focus and effort on a nightly basis.
Bro, what are you doing, Stuart? Oh, three from Ionescu. That was a weird play though.
First 3 of the night for Sabrina.
I'm not asking makeup regiment questions. I am not doing that. That is not going to happen. I'll get credentials. The New York media is real, man. Imagine what Aaron Boone feels like on a daily basis. He's being fired every day. We're all firing him. Oh, we're in the run. We're on the run. Oh, nice giving. Go. Layup for the Liberty. It's 51-49. Still don't have a left hand. No, I didn't say she's not working, Lindy. I did not say she's not working. I'm saying the WNBA stuff may not be as easy to get. That's all. She's still going to be working. She's still a journalist, the whole 9. But I think for the I'll never get credentials for the Wings. You know. How many CC's Kobe's get released the other day? I have no idea. Ask her if she has good reading material to why not. Not doing that. Not doing that. See, folks, I still do have some level of, professionalism and integrity, and I'm not going to go do some dumb shit in the press conference. Come on, I've been here before. I've done this before. I've asked coaches that make a lot more money than the WNBA coaches questions. Just being real.
Brooklyn, where the New York Liberty are on a run, and it has started on the defensive end of the floor. Brianna Stewart comes over, using her instinct and her length, trapping, helping turn into a turnover, and then the way the Liberty move the ball up the floor, textbook 2-on-1 fast break, but make no mistake, Ryan Rucco, that started on the defensive end. Not that I thought you were going to make a mistake.
No, I wasn't intending to. But one of the things that Sandy Brundell talked to us about, without having John Quill Jones, Brianna Stewart hasn't been able to rove quite as much defensively because
fast break points are New York 15-5 over Vegas.
Able to make an impact on that trap. Here's Young into the paint. Got fouled.
Okay, Lindy, I'm not.
And a chance for three for Jackie Young.
Jackie is just so strong. She is so strong when she gets into the paint and Phoebus for
I'm
the
saying
most
that
part
she
had
may
her
not
arm
get as many.
upright,
That's all.
except for a second when she brought
This
it
book is
down,
a
and
tell-all.
certainly that was when the foul
It's a
occurred.
tell-all.
Asia Wilson
She may not
back
get
on
as
the
much
bench
openness from people. That's all.
with that wrist wrapped.
But it doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? It's the WNBA. Who fucking cares?
See the wrap on the wrist for Asia Wilson.
Okay, so it's Asia Wilson's right wrist,
Further update after the
not
game
her
on the
shoulder.
three-time
It's her right
MVP.
wrist. She has a taped up right
Ionescu
wrist.
off to Johannes. Johannes looking to work Young.
Yeah, that's
Young
not gonna
doing a
happen,
nice
Pete
job
P.
hanging.
Sorry.
Stewart one to shoot, has to put it up, and gets fouled.
Oh, come on.
Stewart's fouled.
They just called a foul on that shit? Oh my god.
And a big time bailout
Lord have
there for the
mercy.
Liberty,
if you're
who
watching
were
this game,
about to see
Brianna
their
Stewart had
shot
1
clock
second to go on the
dwindle to
shot
zero.
clock.
Talk
She
about how
dribbles the
Smith
ball
had been
from
doing
the
a really
paint
good
all
job
the way
against
out close
Brianna
to the
Stewart, and
three-point
she
line,
just comes
takes
over
a
here.
fadeaway jump shot,
Contact
and
on the arm to
Melissa
Sweet
Smith
there,
hits
she
her
was
on
kind
the
of pushing
arm.
through.
Oh my god. With 1 second on the shot clock. Woo.
New York already has 2 shot clock
I'm going to read you an
violations
excerpt from
tonight.
the book.
Let's see.
Let's read chapter
Yeah.
1.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, definitely a foul.
You just got to keep your arms out of there. It's
Let's
such a
read
tough
chapter
shot
1.
already. You might even like kind of put him behind your head so you make sure you don't get a foul called.
This is his dad and his daughter. The father read the tweet and didn't particularly like it. Many dads might have shrugged it off, but not this one. The Big Ten Network had sent out a promotional graphic showing the logos of all the various schools playing the Big Ten ACC Challenge, a kaleidoscope of letters and symbols and school colors. The Big Ten and ACC Challenge is set. How many wins for the good guys do you see? It's on at ACC Network. Oh, in and out of the three. Stewart with the rebound, makes the bunny, gets fouled. She's looking to tie this game at the free throw line.
Incredibly persistent and beautiful possession.
So Maverick Mall, Albuquerque's the dump.
They share the basketball,
God.
peppering it back.
The father, who was about to type a short reply on Twitter the afternoon of October 30th, 2020, was like, so many millions of dads in America. A father with an alert, athletic daughter, a girl dad. Because of that, he looked at the tweet, tie game here, and noticed what millions of sports fans never would, that no one from the Big Ten Network had bothered to make the distinction that they were referring to men's basketball and had not mentioned the women's game. The tweet was about the men's version of the basketball challenge between the Big Ten and the ACC, but that was left unsaid, as it almost always was, because to the Big Ten Network, we got a run here. Liberty lead by 2. Big Ten, when it was foregone, it was the men, blah, blah, blah. That didn't mean it should be that way, so the father typed a simple reply. What about the women's teams? WBB matters too. Oh, Lord. I presume that's Clark's father. He sent his words out into the world, which instantly became attached to the Big Ten Network's original tweets. No one liked his post. No one retweeted it all in that day or the next or the next. On that October day, the father's words went unnoticed. The name of the man who decided to tweet because he thought the women's basketball deserved better was Brent Clark.
Over her head, allowing the Liberty to go the other way. Just ridiculous.
His daughter would soon be starting her freshman season in the Big Ten. Her name was Caitlin. She would not go unnoticed.
There's no block that feels better than the one that you just nail off the backboard. You know that feeling, yes.
Caitlin Clark was in the 8th grade. She was on a basketball court and she was in trouble. She was playing with and against a court full of older girls at the AAU basketball tournament in Hampton, Virginia, and she was trapped in the backcourt in a corner and out of any reasonable options, playing up 2 years on the All-Iowa Attack, Coach Dixon Jensen's sophomore team tie game. Because she was already so good, she was cornered by 2 defenders and no one from her team was coming to help. More than 100 college coaches were in the gym watching recruiting, peering into the future. Finally, young Caitlin Clark pictured one way out of the mess she was in. She decided to pass the ball to the only person she could, herself. With one quick motion, she bounced the ball between the legs of one of her defenders, then pushed her way through both of the players guarding her and grabbed the ball again. She caught her own pass, Jensen said, still marveling at the moments nearly a decade after it happened. Then she was off and running down the court. Wow. Of course, absolutely. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. Absolutely, they will be there. Every clout chaser will be there. They all want to be
See the block
seen.
on the other end of the floor. And it
They all
wasn't
want to seem like
necessarily
they all
blocked
want
where
to
the
be seen
foul
as
occurred, but
supportive of something that they don't
afterwards
give two
when,
shits about
well, maybe there was certainly a foul there. And then
because
she
everyone's pretty
also,
fake.
yeah,
Holding back Gardner.
but there was also a foul on the block.
That's what
that
I'm
looked like
reading.
to me.
Bro, this is in big letters, man, too. This is an easy read.
Here's Ionescu.
This isn't like a novel. This is actually in big letters. So I don't need to put on some bifocals and shit like that.
No good with a foul. Free throws here for Brianna Stewart.
The last possession defensively,
The two
Brianna
girls
Stewart
defending
was
her
switched
were
out on
not
Nikki
off
Hayden
and
and
running
then
down the
Vegas
court. They were
completely cleared
kind
out
of
the right
frozen,
side of
still
the
standing in
floor.
the corner,
Evans was
guarding a
great quickness and
shadow.
speed.
Caitlin was
She
there
even tried
1
to take
second and
advantage
gone
too.
the
And
next.
Stewie
It
with
was
her
like they were
length,
guarding a
talked about
ghost.
how what a menace she's been on the defensive and helping. That time it was just keeping her playing.
Jensen doesn't remember how the possession ended. If Clark scored, even if his team scored, that's
That's
because he wasn't watching. I turned around to my coaches. He said, and was like, "Did we all just see what we just saw?" I turned my head and missed whatever happened. All these years later, he still smiles at the moment. It was phenomenal. I've never seen anything. I've never seen anything. Where the hell am I? Like it in my life. I mean, from an eighth grade girl, just tremendous. And everybody's watching. The whole place was like, "Oh, okay, this kid's insane. That's just instinct. That's desire. That's wanting to win. That's creativity. All these things that are making Caitlin so different than any other player we've ever seen in the women's game. And the best part, it was a legal basketball play. A year later, magic happened again in an AAU game against a highly regarded team from Philly. All Iowa attack was down 11 with a 110 remaining in the game. In other words, the game was over. Clark was now a ninth grader playing up again, this time with the 17-year-old. She played 17U as a freshman, bro. That's fucking ridiculous. For those of you that don't like watch high school basketball, if you're 14 years old playing 17U basketball, you're a demon. You're an absolute demon. That's ridiculous. In basketball, Brianna Stewart can't shoot, bro.
10-2 run right now from the Liberty.
The 3-point game.
Here's Nye.
If you're Lindy, think about this. If you're 14 years old and you're playing 17U, you're a monster. Like, people don't get that. It's crazy. Miraculously, they went on a 13-0 run in the final 70 seconds. All 13 points were scored by Clark. There were 2 3 balls, both deep bombs, and she got fouled on both and made the shot. So that's 8 points, 2 4-point plays, and another 3 ball for 11 and a layup, and we win the game to get to the Final Four at Nike Nationals. Everyone in the gym is like, "What happened?" Caitlin was not looking for her teammates 1 ounce in that last run. She said, "I'm taking this over. I'm going to win this game because if we lose, we're gone, right? So I'm not going to lose." And so that was her mindset. And in my mind as a coach, I'm like, "You go, girl." I didn't say a word. I'm just watching it unfold because you just don't see that kind of stuff. There's a look in her eye. There's a way that she goes about it just really, really strong.
Get the one leg up in the air.
Just reading y'all comments here.
She's gonna go left. There it is. The leg kick.
Much of this could have been predicted from the goings on in gym class and recess a few years earlier at West Des Moines, Iowa. A call from the elementary school, St. Francis of Assisi Catholic School, came to the Clark home. Caitlin had been too competitive in gym class. Again, recess was also an adventure, playing with the boys, keeping up, or more likely even beating them in everything they did. I don't want anyone to be better than me, she would say with a sly smile. She appears to have been born with that mindset. Young Caitlin played many things and everything: soccer, tennis, softball, volleyball, track, and field golf, and of course basketball. She was good at all of it. Had she not turned her full-time focus to basketball as a high school junior, soccer could have been her sport. As a freshman at Dowling Catholic, she scored 26 goals in 6 games. She missed a good portion of the season while representing the USA at an international basketball 16U championship in Argentina, becoming the only freshman to be named first team All State according to the Des Moines Register. She credits her soccer experience with making her a better passer on the basketball court. I think soccer helped me a lot, reading angles and understanding angles. Despite spending all this time playing sports and traveling to games, Clark was was a strong student, becoming member of the National Honor Society and making the Presidential Honor Roll. During many times that her sports achievements are drawing raves, Clark tries to sneak a mention that her mother in particular is proud of her academic record too.
Get a shot off.
Oh man.
For the third, a back and forth quarter.
Clark was 5. Okay, so we're going into the fourth quarter. It is. What is the score?
Brianna Stewart getting it done for New York. Jackie Young.
Sabrina's got 17. You see the scores.
And Sabrina is with Holly.
Well, Sabrina, your team goes on a 10-2
No,
run in
you can
that
listen
third
to that.
quarter. What started to change and fuel that?
Clark was 5 when she told her parents. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Clark was 5 when we told her parents she wanted to play basketball, but there were no teams in the area for girls that young. So she joined the boys team that her father was coaching. Soon Clark was taking over games with her impressive early skills. This was an adjustment for the boys she was playing against. Iowa men's basketball player Peyton Sanford was in the same league and remembers losing to Clark's team in the semifinals of a tournament in the first or second grade. I was like, oh my gosh, is this what all girls are like? Caitlin continued to play basketball against the boys until the 5th or 6th grade, quite a lot bit longer than most girls. At that age, 5th and 6th grade, the boys really can be bigger and stronger. What did that mean for her? It just helped her to advance quicker. She was pretty similar size-wise to the boys, but little boys are quicker and faster, and they're a little tougher and a little meaner. We need the speed, we need the quickness, we need we need the competitiveness, we need the toughness, and you can do all that against boys. Clark was born into a world of sports. Her father, Brent, played basketball and baseball at Iowa Simpson College and is a member of the Division III school's Athletics Hall of Fame. Man, Division III freaking sports. Come on now. That's like freaking high school. That's like going to a senior year twice in high school. No offense. Her mother, Ann Neasy Clark, also grew up in sports loving home. Her father is former Dowling Catholic football coach Bob Neasy. Caitlin has 2 brothers, one older, one younger. Blake Clark, who grew up to play football at Iowa State, is 2 years older than her. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that. I'm learning something. Did y'all know she had a brother that played football at Iowa State? Man, she was getting her ass kicked by her brother for sure, man. Yeah, he toughened her ass up. And being Caitlin Clark, she often could. So she wanted to do everything Blake did, and being Caitlin Clark, she often could. Colin Clark, who participated in track and field and basketball, is 3 years younger. When Blake had the training wheels taken off his bike, Caitlin protested to her parents that she wanted hers taken off too. So they came. She immediately began racing around the family driveway a bit precariously on 2 wheels. Like millions of other American homes, that driveway was centerpiece of Clark's kids' sports life. It had a basketball hoop, but one thing it didn't have because of the way it was slanted was a full 3-point line. Clearly, that had to be rectified, so the Clarks removed some grass and added more concrete to take care of the problem. Caitlin not only couldn't get enough of playing sports, she also spent hours watching them. God, I would love to have her as my daughter. Shit, I don't have a daughter, but that would be my daughter right there. Shit. Woo! I grew up loving every kind of sport, watching whatever it was that was on TV. Going to high school games when she was little was a dream for her. She had the gear to, well, there was a miniature Iowa Hawkeyes football uniform, complete with helmet, matching Kansas City Chiefs shorts and a shirt, or a pink Peyton Manning Indianapolis Colts jersey. Most important, unlike some families, even to this day, she had parents who encouraged and wanted their daughter to play sports, just like her brothers. Here we go.
WNBA presented by Google. Well, Asia Wilson went down in the second quarter with a wrist injury, stayed in the game for a few possessions, then went back to the locker room. Here was the injury, and she will not return.
She landed on her wrist.
Nothing long-term for the 3-time MVP. Asia Wilson, who had the
Clark
longest
calls her
average
father my
streak
rock and my person.
of games
Definitely
with at
about
least 10
basketball and
points
sports.
in
That's
the
just kind of the love we
WNBA.
have shared
That will end
together.
tonight
But they have different
at
personalities, she said. As
66
competitive and
straight
as
games.
fiery as I am, my dad
Obviously,
isn't that
the
way. He's just
most
very
big
chill,
concern is just
very relaxed.
whether or
I
not
guess
this
those are
is
the
a
vibes that she's talking about today.
lingering or
Yeah.
It was
long-term
never
injury for
like you
Wilson.
have to
You
do
know,
this,
she
you have to
will
do
be
that. He
active and
was just very
engaged
supportive of
over
that and
on the
whatever I wanted to
sideline
do.
for
So
the
that's something
remainder
I've
of the
always
game.
been grateful for. For generations, our culture has a name for girls like Caitlin Clark,
Rock
tomboy. This wasn't necessarily a
looking
compliment.
inside to
Sporty
Stewart.
girls were once anomalies in their
Sherrod is a
neighborhoods.
three, way off.
Oh my God.
And saved by
That
Sherrod
was an
as
air
well.
ball
So
by 8 feet
Liberty
from
definitely
3.
being challenged in
The
this game.
fuck are you
Rebecca, with
doing?
Izzy Harrison, Natasha Cloud, Jonquil Jones all out.
Yeah, without question, and
Oh.
especially with the way the latter part of the third quarter was, it was really fast-paced, and you could see the players, you know, trying to catch their breath.
Woo! I have not seen mustache competition, so I don't know what the hell that is, Retro.
Saw that in the Sabrina interview with
While they
Hollis,
ran off to
Chelsea
play
Gray.
baseball with the
6th of
boys, the other
all-time
girls
assists
played
for
with the
this stride, an
Barbies or played
incredibly
dress up in their mother's
ambitious
closet.
attempt.
This
So it's
happened for
not
decades in
complete.
America. Some parents were fine with it, perfectly comfortable having the
Thing is, she's
tomboy
completed
in the
so
house.
many of
Others not
those
so much.
throughout the
Some truly
course of her
wonder
career. It's not a bad
if
pass for
we as a
Chelsea Gray to
society should be
attempt.
encouraging girls to play sports. Caitlin Clark's time was impeccable. She was a competitive girl at the moment the nation was most ready for. She was born January 22nd,
Turnover for Vegas. Here's Stewart.
2002.
Has the
Wow, 6
size for the
days
former
before my
teammate to avoid.
son, but 11 years earlier.
Jewel smartly took the
Just
foul.
2.5
Previous
years after
possession
one
for
of the
Chelsea Gray, who
seminal
was switched
moments,
onto
not
Brandon
just in
Stewart.
women's
Gray is
sports
so
history, but all of
strong. She
American
was able to
sports, the
move
1999
Stewart
Women's
off
World
her
Cup
spot. That
soccer
time Laura's
tournament.
like, nah, just call. I'll just take the foul.
Inbound, Johannes throws it away. Here's Evans. Evans.
I went to Delvat Julius.
Evans will go to the line to shoot two.
That's got to be so frustrating for Sandy Brondello. Just a little bit of mental lapse on
I
that turnover. But credit Evans again. She has been a
didn't even know they
dynamic
had
with this
scholarships for Division III. I thought that it was just aid
Sandy
packages.
Brondello.
My uncle teaches at a Division III school. He teaches at Middlebury in Vermont. It's a Division III school.
Prime Video on Thursday. Aces at the Mystics. Ion Friday. Doubleheader. Fever in the Dream.
So let's see here. On July 10th, 1999, a beautiful sun-splashed day in Southern California, the Rose Bowl was filled with 90,185 fans. 40 million watching on TV as U.S. and China battled to a scoreless tie through regulation and 2 overtimes before U.S. won the World Cup final on penalty kicks. U.S. hero Brandon Chastain and her teammates made the covers of Time, Newsweek, People, and Sports Illustrated in the following week. The first and only time that has happened with any news story. The nation fell in love with what it had created 27 years after the signing of Title IX. Strong female athletes, tall and broad-shouldered, aggressive and undaunted, dressed in baggy shorts and shirts with tall socks and cleats. For decades, Americans had cheered for female athletes in tennis dresses, figure skating, sequins, gymnastics, leotards, and swimming suits. But the 1999
Neither team is led by double digits. Phoebish, strong finish.
It's a 2-point game. I might have to watch this actually.
Here's Evans pull up.
But I already know what my question is, right? So it doesn't really matter.
Phoebish able to hang long enough to secure the rebound.
I'm not reading the rest of this crap. Less than 3 years later, along came Caitlin Clark. What does that mean? For a family like Clark's, probably not all that much. Oh, in and out. For a family like Clark's, probably not all that much. The Clark kids were going to play sports no matter what, the sons and the daughter. But how the nation would view an utterly fearless, confident, and driven girl playing sports was changing. A level of acceptance existed that had not been there before. Parents, especially fathers. Oh, yeah. Vegas has the lead. Vegas has the lead. Can't believe this, honestly. This is embarrassing, actually. Oh, easy layup.
Gets loose and lays it in.
Parents, especially fathers, were all in for their daughter's sports in a way that hadn't happened in a generation or two earlier. The coaching was better. The opportunities were greater. The competition was fiercer. The skill was so much more advanced. Everyone was invested. Girls born at the beginning of the 21st century were getting the absolute best of Title IX. When Clark was in the 3rd grade, she listed her goals in order for a school project labeled Future Dreams. 1, be in the WNBA. 2, to live in a huge mansion, to have 3 or 4 kids, to get married, to own a restaurant, to win the lottery, to be in a basketball movie, to be strong, to go on a basketball scholarship to travel
Posting up
across
a
the world to
smaller
meet
fender
Maya
as well,
Moore,
showing off her post
to have
moves.
2
Reminds me of
Bernese
what you run to the
Mountain
Bills game,
dogs.
Moscow Mule.
I think she's pretty much accomplished
my
all this except
secrets,
for the
young
marriage and the
Miles
children
per
yet.
hour.
But I'm sure she's got all that already, and she's met Maya
There's
Moore.
some here who's gonna go
Basketball
next. It's
movie
gonna
is
go
gonna
in
come.
Las
I'm sure.
Vegas.
I'm sure
Now,
she has
one
those dogs
official
by now.
had said
The drive from the
it was
Clark home in
on
West Des
Reed as
Moines
the
to
other
Target Center in downtown
overall.
Minneapolis was around 3 hours 45 minutes, making the Lynx the closest WNBA team
The foul
to
is on
Caitlin as she grew up.
Evans.
It was there in
That is
2012. The
her
10-year-old Clark was
17th
able to check
second.
off number 11.
7:23 to
My
go in
first
the fourth.
WNBA game. They were playing the
Johannes
Seattle Storm. There was
spins to the
some
air.
sort of promotional thing
Davis
going on.
reverses it in.
Up 3 now. Unrivaled messed it up, not giving Caitlin 2 Burmese mountain dogs. That's for sure.
She has 12 points
I remember when Brandy Chastain took her shirt off in front of the world, people lost their minds. She was wearing a sports bra. Like bro, she wasn't naked.
Stewart with 11 as well as 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Here's Melissa Smith. Got off to a fast start in the first. Smith ducks in.
Melissa Smith, bro, this is she hit like 9 pieces of the rim right there for that ball to go in. How the
Good and comfortable here with Vegas.
she hit like 9 parts of the rim right there.
Ionescu dumps it in. Thievish, good movement here.
Hey folks, if you're in this room, please do hit the like button on the video. I appreciate that. I thank you all for being on board tonight. Different situation here, not the norm. Oh, I forgot what I gotta do. I forgot. I gotta go over here. Where is that? Where is that Liberty thing here? Post game.
Diving inside and a foul.
Let's see. I'm jumping on this post game right now.
We talked about it with Melissa Smith and how well she has performed here today, and just coming in. Brianna Stewart is coming in on the opposite side.
You
for some help,
ready?
and then Sabrina Ionescu attacking Smith.
So she had. I can't remember exactly what it was, but Maya was a part of it. I don't think I was necessarily supposed to be there. My dad had called the ticket office. You know, my dad, he does everything in last minute. So we drove to Minnesota, got to the hotel, and then he decided to buy tickets to the game. And the person at the box office was like, "Yeah, do you want to come and watch court time? Like where you can't really get in unless you have a special pass." So I remember I was sitting courtside and got to watch all the players work out, and I took a picture with some of the players. So that was really cool for me. That alone would have been made a thrilling trip, but there was more after the game. I had got to stay and listen to Q&A. I didn't have a Sharpie, and obviously I was at an age where I didn't have a phone, and I kind of just ran away from my dad because I wanted to meet the players. And I just ran up to Maya Moore, and I just gave her a hug. There's no documentation of the moment, but obviously in my brain, why not shoot that? This is such bad defense.
With the finish to put the Aces back in front.
Beautiful.
Aces are back in front.
By Vegas. Inside out, back in.
Obviously, as a young girl loving the sports, the moment meant the world to me. I didn't get an autograph, I didn't get a picture, I got a hug, which is probably not better than both of those. That has illustrated another advancement for Clark's generation. Can Brianna Stewart stop shooting threes? She can't shoot, man. Why does she keep jacking threes? It's a terrible decision. What is Jackie Young thinking about? This stuff is frustrating, folks. I mean, if you're watching this game, these decisions are just hard at times. Like, bro, what are you doing? That's a foul. That's a foul. But like, bro, like Jackie Young just turns the ball over for no reason. Just dribble it through, man.
The WNBA on ESPN is presented by Google.
This illustrated another advancement for Clark's generation. The girls grown up playing sports. They have actual female sports role models.
Just do it.
Dozens of role models to pick from, to watch on TV, to read about in magazines, and okay, they got role models. The role models from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, even the 90s, were individual sports. They played sparingly, and they almost never came to your town. For Clark, role models were plentiful. The list started with Moore, but it didn't end there. Clark had other favorites: Lindsay Whalen, Rebecca Brunson, Simone Augustus, Sylvia Fowles, all playing for the Lynx. I obviously love that team. The first player she met, also took a picture with, was Augustus, who at the time was the WNBA rookie scoring record, one that would last until the kid in the photo came along and broke it in 2024. I got my picture with her on my dad's little phone. It was maybe a BlackBerry back in the day, or something like that. It hardly worked, but I vividly remembered it was the first WNBA player I ever met. Clark praised them all as players and more. They were really good, so they were easy to root for. They played the game the right way, but also all of them were really good people too. She said that from the perspective of her parents, those are the type of people you want your young daughter to idolize, just the passion and the joy that you could always see more play with. She always had a smile. She was competitive. She was fiery, but she was just a solid basketball player. And then obviously a solid individual. And even though you have to know her on a personal level to be able to understand that, I think that's like the main reason why I loved her so much. What Clark is to thousands of American girls now, more and Mia Hamm were to her. I remember doing those projects in grade school. I would do it on Mia Hamm. She said on a New York Yankees broadcast, I remember dressing up as her like second grade. So it's cool to kind of be in that position now. Clark often credits her parents for her sense of perspective, which can come in handy now and then, or literally all the time. I bet on myself and I always believed in myself, she told Good Morning America. My parents always instilled confidence in me. They never told me I couldn't achieve something, but also I worked really hard. I earned it. I deserved it. Nothing was ever given to me. Competition lurked everywhere for young Caitlin Clark. Halloween wasn't a chance to dress in a costume, ring doorbells, tell a joke. Those were the rules in her neighborhood, and some score some candy. It was a contest to be played and won. I was worried about beating everybody. I was trick or treating to the next house. I was worried about getting the full size candy bars and being the first to knock on the door. And she uttered those words. She smiled broadly. I know that's super surprising. The way she ran from house to house, it was a workout. I was in a full sweat at trick or treat. I came home. I had to go straight to the shower before I counted my candy because all that mattered is that I got first. I got first every year at the amount of candy I had. I was the first to the door. I had the best costume. I just dominated trick or treat. That's badass. That's chapter one. I'll read the rest of it later on.
It's really been spectacular, and in a different role here today
Whew.
too, because
That was chapter one.
Tasha Cloud, more of the ball handling.
I need to read with my
responsibilities
in my
than she
brain.
had.
Reading out loud, I
She's able to
read
play
much
more
more
of a
slowly.
two-guard with Cloud on the floor.
And Sabrina got Chelsea Gray in the eye here coming through.
Oh, shut the fuck
We saw
up.
Gray dinged up afterwards.
She
as
went
well.
for a shot, her arms flail and hit Chelsea Gray in the eye. Shut up. That's not a, what are you going to call it, flagrant foul? Oh my God. They're reviewing this?
For that.
They gave Sabrina Ionescu a technical foul for getting fouled, and when her hands come down, hitting fucking Chelsea Gray in the eye. And they gave her a technical foul. Yo, that's some bullshit. Oh my God.
All right, so they're going to say that flail.
Flail, she got hit. She goes up for a layup, hit across the arm, hand goes in the air, and her hand comes down and it hits. Oh, get out of here.
I think it's fair.
That's horse shit.
Yeah, I do.
Did Rebecca Lobo just say she thinks it's fair?
It's not the most obvious one in the world, but I think it's fair.
I think it's fair. Yeah.
You guys are fucking trash, man. You think that's fair?
It's not like she got hit and her arm kept going.
Come on, mierda. Dude, she went up for a fucking layup. Her arm got hit and it came down. She was right there. Oh, Lord. This is horse shit, bro. No, they call it technical foul. Yo, I can't. This is what, bro, this is what makes it so hard to watch. That's a natural fucking motion. That's ridiculous.
Gets navigating without Asia Wilson. Left this game in the second
quarter.
Dude, she's with a wrist injury.
Dude, where is her arm supposed to go?
Swipe through.
If Chelsea Gray's not standing there, they're not calling that. That's stupid.
I could also see if they had looked at that and said no, it was part of the.
Oh, what? So they just contradicted themselves. They just said, well, I could see also if it was part of, if they hadn't called it, it would be okay. What? Oh, Lord.
The first.
That might be a question now, folks. I'm just letting you know. I might have to ask two questions real fast.
Points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists for Ionescu, who hits both free throws.
She's going to complain about referees. That was bullshit. That was trash.
Without John Paul Jones, expected back after the All-Star break. Without
that was trash. It may not matter. It may matter. You don't know. That was trash. Awful. Awful call.
13th Vegas turnover. That's something Becky
that was bad. Oh, that was bad. And you listen to the commentators back and forth. Like they can't make up their minds. That's a shit call.
Stewart wiggling down.
Stewart, man.
Kicking
Jesus,
out.
you can't get her own shot for shit.
Gardner.
Oh, Lord. Awful possession.
Will
3 from
fire.
Gardner. Hits the front of the rim. Sabrina with the rebound. Offensive board.
Another chance here for New York.
Oh,
Tied at 72. Ionescu.
that was a 33-footer. Oh, and look at Rebecca Gardner grabs the offensive board. Sabrina's got Melissa Smith. You should blow by her.
Ionescu.
Oh, why aren't you blowing by her?
6 to shoot.
They're going into
Stewart.
Stewart. Go up and shoot the damn ball.
Stewart
He makes the layup. Oh my goodness. That was a horrible call on that UNESCO Chelsea Gray thing. Horrible.
Loving what they're seeing from their squad.
Awful call. That's a terrible call.
2-point
Man.
New York lead. 3:45.
I take it you're watching the game, Lindy, as well.
Here is Gray. Nye will fire. Short.
That's choked out.
Rebound Phoebish.
Appreciate you, Douglas. Yeah, that's just terrible, man. That's a terrible call. There's nothing real about that shit. Big bucket. Is that Kennedy Burke? Yeah.
We talked about it in the first half.
That's just a terrible call.
Showing her entire skill set on the offensive end here.
Yeah, I want chaos airs. I want to have all that fucking wild shit, bro. I want all the wild shit. I admit. I want to see. I want it. You want to know why I want it? I want it because I want the people who hate Caitlin Clark to have to cheer for Caitlin Clark. It's going to make them sick. I don't think it bothers you as much to cheer for anyone that helps Caitlin Clark win. I don't think it bothers, but I know it bothers them. I know it bothers them. I want them to have to be sick and cheer on Caitlin Clark.
Get over here. Not everyone believes it, but the bad guys win good.
So now you got the Liberty's up 5 right now with 3:26 to go. Scoring wise, Jackie Young's got 18. Melissa Smith has 10. Chelsea Gray's got 11. Jewel Lloyd's got 10. Dana Evans has 16 off the bench. Brianna Stewart's got 13. Kenny Burke has 10. Sabrina's got 23. She keeps jacking bad threes. She's 1 of 8 from 3. The only Phoebe has 12. Marina Johannes has 10. Gardner has 2. Sherrod has 3. Oh, Boru, there's never any pressure bringing the ball up the court, man. The only person that gets pressured bringing the ball up the court is Caitlin Clark. We know that. Like, that's not even. Yeah, Leoni's been bad today. She's been bad today. I don't think Kennedy Carter's ever going to come back to the WNBA until there's more teams and they have no choice. It'd be hard to imagine that you still don't have her in the league when you need 70 more players. Oh, they'll have replacements. Shalou Navu, they'll have replacements. It's not like they're going to go in there without 2 more players. There'll be some additional players. But I doubt that Satu Sabali and Asia Wilson aren't going to play in the All-Star game. I mean, we'll see. Exactly. It is good for us, man. That's why we need it, bro. And I think it's fun. I think it makes it more interesting. But hey, it's not. I would have 2 weeks to talk about this shit. Are you kidding me? It'll be freaking awesome. It'll be awesome. Lexi Hall will not be a replacement player. Get off of that shit. Lexi Hall's not going to be a fucking replacement player. It's not going to happen. You're not going to take Lexi Hall over many other players that are better than her. Like, no. Come on now. Asia Wilson runs her mouth for views and clicks, bro. Like, nah. I would have thought, Boru, if I had CC, Asia, Paige, and Reese on the court at the same time, can you imagine the crash out that would occur from the opposite side who hates Cece, and she's the one dishing the ball to Asia, Paige, and Reese. Oh my God. It would be comedy, pure gold.
And this has been a really
but they didn't call a flagrant foul, Rooster. It's a technical foul they called.
Neither team has had a double-digit lead at any point. Both teams have been battling despite being down significantly.
We're back in action, 3 minutes to go.
Here's Lloyd. Off to Gray, 4 to shoot. Gray trying to wiggle around Phoebe. She could not. Phoebe's got a piece of it.
They did that ball to the side of the backboard. It's a terrible decision. What are you doing? You're up. See, that's a stupid play, man. That's a bad play. Why would you make that pass? Just dribble through. She's doing a no-look pass, trying to fit it through a fucking keyhole, and all Melissa Smith had to do is tap the ball and it goes off of Brianna Stewart's knee. Like, that's a stupid play. Dribble it out. You're up 5.
And that's going to be an
offensive foul. Melissa Smith moving screen. Oh my God.
Tough foul for Smith, but Ryan, based on the performance today, what a great pickup by the Las Vegas Aces. Smith has been.
I don't know if that's moving or not. I don't know if that was a moving screen. I thought she was waiting. That was a weird call. I don't think that was moving screen. Not off the look that I just saw. Ionescu gets fouled and 1. She's flexing. Let's go.
Another opportunity for Sabrina
She
Ionescu
beat
to make the right
Jackie Young.
decision.
So
Gets
Jackie
a
Young needs to
step
slide her
on
damn
Young,
feet. That's
gets
terrible.
by, finishes, flexes.
She has played like a first-team All-WNBA performer thus far this season, and again today delivering in a game where the Liberty are missing John Poe Jones.
No, the rule is stupid, and it wasn't the call. They made the call saying they called it a technical foul, not a flagrant foul. She got fouled on the play. She went up for a shot. She got fouled, and her hand came down, and it happened to graze Chelsea Gray in the eye, who's literally right next to her. Like, it was it's a bullshit call. It's completely incidental.
Here's Young.
That's what makes everything that's just bad. Young for 3, misses back iron, rebound. Liberty up 8. Don't rush it. No need to rush it.
Curling around, finding Stewart.
Pick and roll to Brianna Stewart. Offensive foul, Brianna Stewart. They call her for elbowing.
She was jockeying.
Yeah, what happened, Rooster? She went up. Sabrina goes up for a layup. She gets hit right here. And as she comes down, her arm comes down here, and it hits Chelsea Gray in the face, who just fouled her. And they call a fucking technical foul on Sabrina Ionescu. And a 2-shot foul for the free throws on Chelsea Gray. It's not a play. It's a terrible play. The press conference will be like 10 minutes after the game ends. So probably the next 10 minutes.
The beginning of this set from Vegas. Here's Young. Trying to do it herself.
Jackie Young dribbles in. Nice pass to Kier. Oh, my God. Bro. Jackie Young just broke this girl down, gets the perfect pass to Kirsten Bell, and she shoots the layup over the backboard. Oh, word.
Talking to both teams today, Rebecca, who
Kirsten Bell looked like a boy.
Had some issues, right? They're only 500. New York,
first one's good.
6 in their last 9 after starting 9-0.
Appreciate everyone jumping on board this evening. If you're in the room, please do hit the like button.
There's a deficiency in their roster.
Appreciate y'all.
There's something in particular that's very
makes both free throws. We have a 6-point game, 1:38 to go.
Their groups. How could they feel about the mentality, the energy, the connection of the team? And not feeling like when healthy.
Sabrina on top of the key. Well, just at she's on Jackie. Oh, nice give and go, and she makes the layup and 1. That was a slip screen from Leonie Fibich, and I don't know where the fuck Jackie Young was going, but it made the pass wide open. Actually, that was terrible defense by Jackie Young. She fouled Fibich. Fibich just the layup and 1.
Fibich do the same thing and just cut right down the lane. Beautifully done.
How much time left? 1:25 to go.
Completes the
Free
three-point
throw good,
play.
up 9. This game pretty much seems about over.
Makes it a 9-point Liberty lead with 1:20 to go. Big time push at the end of this fourth from the defending champs. Young can't finish. Alyssa Smith got fouled before the bucket by Phoebish.
Let's take a look at this Sabrina pass one more time, and she's just going to her right side, but threads the needle, knows what Phoebish is going to do, and just delivers it right on the money. And then the point. You know I love the point, Ryan.
26 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists for Ionescu. Phoebish with 15 points, 8 rebounds. Stewart, who's been a menace defensively, has 13, 7, and 5. Smith misses
Alyssa Smith misses the first free throw.
And this crowd is a missed free throw away from Shake Shack.
I'll be real. I want the Liberty to win because it's an easier. It's easier to do an interview with a team that's won. I prefer the Liberty win than lose. It's easier to interview them when you win. I'll always say that. You know, if you're covering a team, it's always a lot easier to interview a team that wins.
Here's Phoebish putting it on the deck.
That's terrible defense.
Stewart gets denied by Smith.
Brianna Stewart got her shot blocked.
And knocked out of bounds to Vegas.
And Alyssa Smith didn't even jump. Lord have mercy.
Will take a timeout.
45 seconds left.
Seconds remaining. And the Liberty leading by 8 in a game in which neither team still has led.
Am I watching the Taylor versus Serrano fight? Yeah, I'm going to watch it. It's Friday night, I believe, right? Or is it Saturday? I don't remember what day it is. I think it's on Friday.
Reset timeout. Knew a season ago.
Let me see here. Is it on Friday? It's on Friday, yeah. I'm going to watch. I'll be watching that for sure.
Here's Young off one leg.
I'll be watching that for sure. Absolutely.
Young is going to go to the line.
Absolutely. I'll watch that. I tell you what, I watched a number of boxing matches, and the Taylor Serrano fight that I just saw, those fights have been some of the best boxing matches I've seen. They actually fight their ass off. The last one was ridiculous. Yeah, it's on Friday. That last one was ridiculous.
Shake Shack is on the line once again.
Jackie Young misses the first free throw. It's the first free throw she's missed in the fourth quarter this season. And now the Liberty fans are cheering because they want to get a shake. We rush CC back for her return to Iowa. Any chance we're rushing? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, Ben. Absolutely, they're rushing her back. Abso-fucking-lutely. I said that earlier. I don't know if you've been on here all night or not. I said that earlier. They're bringing her back early because they want to make the campers feel happy. That's what's happening here. It's ridiculous.
Not for Ellie and her career,
Oh, that crazy Buffalo. That Serrano Taylor fight in that card was ridiculous. I love that fight, bro. Like, yeah, they're doing it again. Yeah, they're doing it again, Ben.
Once again, without John Paul Jones, without Natasha Cloud.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. That they're doing this camp thing, and they're bringing her back because of it. They're bringing her back because of it. Like, it makes no sense that you would bring her back after 2 days of practice against a bunch of stiff dudes who can't play and call that practice and bring her back. It makes no sense. Like, bring her back on Friday. She's not in shape. Are you going to sit here and tell? Like, are they going to sit here and this game is a wrap? This game is over. Are you going to sit here and tell me, you know, like, are you going to sit here and tell me that you're going to that in 2 days of practice that she's in game shape, but you're going to sit here and try to have her, you're going to minute restrict her? How are you minute restricting her? Hey, Sweetie, I think Caitlin Clark, when she plays, needs to do that too, because maybe that'll get her 15 free throws. I will say I watched the game, and she did get fouled over and over again in today's game. But Caitlin Clark should do the same damn thing. She should absolutely go off in a press conference, but and complain about refereeing. But yeah, I don't. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. She's not in game shape. What if this is a close game? Are they going to sit her because they want to win, or because they have her on minutes restrictions? I just don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. We both have given our opinions on this. I think that little
Sabrina
camper shit is
Ionescu's
why
done
they're
a
bringing her
little bit of
back.
everything tonight, Rebecca.
Otherwise, I think
Starting in the first
she would
quarter
naturally
where she
return on
was
Friday.
initiating and getting her teammates involved and
She's
making
not
nice
playing 20
passes,
minutes.
and
There's no
saw her
way
thread
in
the
shit.
needle a few times,
Asia Wilson
especially in the
actually
pick and
landed
roll,
on
just
her wrist
finding
in the
open
second
looks
quarter. Late in the second quarter,
as
she
the
came
players
down
were
and
rolling
jammed her
to the
wrist, and so
basket.
she
And
hurt
of
her wrist.
course, always the
There's no
threat from
way that you're
deep.
playing Caitlin Clark
I thought
20
she did
minutes
a
in
really
a
nice
WNBA
job
game.
deciding
There's
when
no
to
way
look
she's
for
sitting on
her
that
own
bench
offense,
and
whether it was
watching them lose the
outside or
game
in, when to
and her
find her
not be
open
and
teammates.
her sit there and be like,
Really,
oh
really nice
well, I'm
ball
not.
game
No,
by
Stephanie
Sabrina
went, put me the fuck back in this
And that
game.
was something she talked
Yeah,
about with us earlier
that's
in the
just
game, that
ridiculous.
even if she's being defended a certain way and maybe the
Yeah,
shot's
I
hard there
don't
for her
believe
to
that you can hold her to
understand
20
not
minutes.
to just jack it up as soon as she then
I
gets
don't
a
believe
look.
that you can possibly hold a
Later in
player
the
like her to
game,
20 minutes. That's
also
just my
understand
opinion.
sometimes you do need to just
Nah,
take a shot
not
to
when you're
feel
trying to
that
win a
rhythm.
game.
Just
Not
felt
when
like
you're
she's
trying
had
to
the
win the
right
game.
balance tonight of when to shoot, when to
Doesn't
pass.
make a lot of
Yes,
sense to me.
and I felt like that from the very beginning of the
Doesn't
game.
make sense.
Well,
She could
from
say
the
it. She can say whatever she wants to
Beavis
say.
much more aggressive tonight.
She can say whatever she wants to say right now for the cameras.
Sandy
If this is a 78-78 game with 4 minutes to go and she's hit 20 minutes, are you telling me that she's not playing those final 4?
New York
Oh, fuck.
does not have a road
Isabel
game
Harrison, what is she dressed? Went out to a club right after
for
this game?
basically the
Shit.
entire month of July.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think
This
that's
would be
more.
the
I
sixth
think they're
straight
more
win
inclined
for
to do it
Liberty in
now,
the
so
regular
because they
season
have Ari
against the
McDonald
Aces.
to take her off the ball.
Here's Lloyd firing
Lloyd for
away.
3, no good. Rebound, Kirsten Bell. Oh, she gets fouled by Sabrina.
Free throws here for Vegas.
I do love those sets, though.
Yeah.
The sideline inbound where everyone's in the backcourt and it looks just like football play.
Yep.
Like them.
Always like watching Becky Hammond's ATOs as well. Saw some incredible ones during their two
Becky Hammond
runs.
ages every game.
As Bell sinks the first.
Becky Hammond looks like she's aging every game.
Let's see if Vegas elects to foul.
Of course they said that, Ruth. I didn't hear. I don't remember hearing it, but I'm sure they said it because everything's amazing in the WNBA. What do you think? Everyone's great. Everyone's amazing. They think there's an influx of talent in the league. We like you have a damn league that's so void of talent that you got a player like Kirsten Bell on the floor, who most people thought had been cut, but she's stuck because she's on a guaranteed contract or whatever it is.
You need a regular timeout for that.
Like no one thinks that she should even be on this team. Are they really fouling up down 7 with 23 seconds left? Come on, man.
At the end of the game, what it was in pretty much until. Did you enjoy if you ever got fouled in a situation like that? It's like, oh great, get to go to the line, add a couple points.
If they start Ari McDonald and Caitlin Clark and sit Lexi Hull on the bench, that would be absolutely insane. I'm being real. That's crazy. That would be crazy.
The open player, they would keep dribbling so that they were the ones. Yes, that drove me nuts.
You want to name names here? No. Still have the audience with us.
No.
All right.
But that is not what happened to Sabrina. She was fouled right away.
I mean, I was 6 years old. I was 6 years old, Basil, when Jordan was a rookie. I was 6. I don't remember. And he still averaged like 28 points a game as a rookie. So I don't know.
Ionescu has to get it across the timeline.
This ball game's over. The Liberty win 87-78. That technical foul doesn't matter anymore, but they got the W.
87-78 the final. Brianna Stewart's activity on the defensive end in the third helped spark New York. Vegas had to navigate without Asia Wilson and Sabrina Ionescu. A huge night, 28 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. She is with Holly.
Well, Sab, you've
Testing.
two
Testing.
starters out in this
Yeah, we're
game.
good.
How did this team fight through
Just making
that
sure
and
we're
find
good
a
for
way to
this
get a tough win?
post-game press conference.
Obviously, we were down some key pieces, but this was a total team win, and we believe in each other, and thank you guys for believing in us.
You did believe in your teammates today. Your passing.
I don't know if y'all know, but these interviews are playing across the entire arena. They don't do that in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, just trying to get downhill and continue to drive and kick. Obviously, entrusting my teammates to continue to make the right reads, and I feel like we dug really deep.
Thank
today
you, Run It
and
Up.
super happy to
Appreciate
get a
you.
win.
Thank you so much, Sabrina.
Oh, shout out my channel.
Well, Sabrina
I don't know if I'm allowed to
big
do that.
performance tonight. The Liberty
Yeah,
in
we'll see.
87-70.
All right, let's take this crap off. Let's take this crap off and let's move on over here. Got some housekeeping to do right now. Let's see what's what. I gotta edit this. Yeah. Okay. Boom. Let's do this. Do. I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear this though. I hope you are. Share a tab or screen instead. Let's do it like this. All right, folks, we will have the interview coming up shortly. Why is my name not changing? Yeah, whatever. Let's leave it like that. All right, let's ask this question here. Let's see. I gotta raise my hand immediately. I can't mess around. Gotta raise my hand immediately. Did we hear how White talking about how she expects CC to fit into the sit? What the fuck does what? Wait, what? I'm not even watching the Yankees game. I'm afraid right now since I see Yankees there, so I gotta check that now. Jeez Louise, you're killing me, bro. Am I gonna freaking puke because the Yankees blew a game again? Another game? They blow so many games. It's so painful. Okay, the Yankees are up 10-3. No, I don't think they're gonna blow a 7-run lead. I hope not. They gave up 3 runs in the 8th after they're up 10-0. Oh god. This bullpen. Who the hell is Jeff Hartlieb? Who the fuck is that? Ben, do you know who the hell Jeff Hartlieb is? Oh Lord, man. Come on. Who the hell is Jeff Hartlieb? Oh man. What has Aaron Judge done? Aaron Judge has another homer. Cal Riley hit a homer too. Shit. They don't want to give him a homer. That's not good. Gotta catch Cal Riley. That's his 36th. That's Judge's 35th, I think. That's Judge's 34th. Okay. Let's see what we get here, folks. I hope it's I hope I get to ask the question about the coaching trade, unless someone asks it before I do. I mean, unless someone asks it before I do, maybe someone will ask it in the room, just to keep in mind that I don't. Yeah, Ben, I'm going to ask about the trade that Caitlin Clark traded Cheryl Reed to get Sandy Brondello as her coach, but I was going to ask about that technical foul. but I don't know that I'm gonna care about it because they won by 9. I just don't really understand that play. Obviously, did they do something? I mean, the size difference between Seattle and Vegas definitely helped tonight. So, you look at the final box score. Look at the final box score. Let's see here. They won the rebounding matchup, so that's good for them. They got a lot of contributions. I mean, minus 2 starters. They shot 43%. Not that great. Sabrina's 1 for 9 from 3. Can she stop shooting threes? She was 8 for 14. She's 8 for 14 from 2, and she's 1 for 9 from 3. Stop shooting threes. Jesus. It's like they forced 16 turnovers, so. I hope I get to ask a question too, Maverick. Of course, Ben. Of course. But I gotta actually make it partly about Sabrina because it's Sabrina and Caitlin, so I have to ask. Having a backcourt of Caitlin Clark and Sabrina Ionescu in an All-Star game, how does that like? How are you going to use this duo in the backcourt? No, I'm not going into CBA talks. Nope. I want to get it. I want to get invited back. That's not shit you ask after a game is over in a post game. Just saying. That shit you asked early. That shit you asked pregame. Shut up, Ben. How hard is the game plan for Melissa Smith? No, we're not doing that one. We're not doing that. Good Lord. When they say they scheduled it for 11:30, I guess they plan for like triple overtime and shit. Yeah, it typically takes about 10 minutes. You want to see Clark on the Liberty? Remember, there are certain things that you can't you ask that you won't get an answer because you can't tamper with other teams' players that are under contract. So you can't really talk about being trading her to. Also, I'm asking about she's just got traded in the All-Star game, and I'm going to ask about how they the differences on the glass and today and in comparison to the game against Seattle because they did better on the glass and they forced 16 turnovers. What did you see different from the Seattle game to this game? Man, this is taking time. I don't know what's going to be asked tonight, folks. We'll see what happens, man. I appreciate everyone jumping on board this evening. I don't know what their schedule is. I don't know what the schedule is the rest of the week, but I don't know when the Liberty play again. They play again on the 13th, which is Sunday, actually. They're off until Sunday, 3 p.m. No. Is that correct? Yeah, Sunday. They're off till Sunday. They play the Dream on Sunday at home, but I don't know how they're favorites like this because they're going to be really, really undersized against them. When does Indiana plays on Wednesday tomorrow? Then they play again Friday. and then they play Tuesday. Wait, they play Sunday as well. Wait, no, hold on. What am I looking at? Wrong team. Shit, my bad. The hell? Oh, real is Zoom is not responding? Oh, come on. Are you serious? Oh, Lord. Come on, dude. Don't do this to me. How do I raise my hand here? Trying to figure out how I raise my hand here, but I did it no problem on my phone, but why can't I do it here? This is weird. There we go. I got my hand raised. There we go. I figured out how to raise my hand, so it's up. My hand's raised. No, I'm on, folks. I'm on, folks. Sorry, we got some quiet time now. We're waiting for them to come into the room, obviously. can't raise the hand any higher. There's nobody here yet. My apologies, folks. Like I, oh no, they don't. I don't even think they shower before they come in here. Honestly, I think they come right in from the locker room because they're usually in their uniform still. They're not typically dressed, so in clothing, regular clothing. I mean, as far as I see y'all in the chat saying talking about Clark and Indiana. I don't know how long she stays in Indiana. Like I don't. These players today don't stick around typically for their entire careers in one franchise. Even the ones that you think are going to do it, they don't typically do it now. So you could see something different. With you never know. You never know. I think Caitlin Clark in the New York Liberty uniform would be absolutely epic. Personally, um, it would be the greatest marketing coup in history. Like yeah, the Queen of New York. Like that would be absolutely ridiculous. That'd be dope. Just being real. I mean I believe that anyone could leave anywhere. I don't believe that anybody is beholden to. I don't believe that anyone's beholden to any team. So it wouldn't shock me for anyone to leave a team in this league and in any league. I mean, you see it in the NBA. These guys don't stick around in the same team for their entire careers. Okay, here we go. Folks, apparently I can't get the volume to come over from Zoom over to this. I apologize. Nothing I can do. They're still doing they're still doing the presser with the people in the room. I apologize, folks. Someone just asked the question about being traded. She knows about being traded. They just asked her. She's excited. She's Yep, they already asked. They're asking a lot more questions today than they did against Seattle. My second question was just taken. The technical foul. Said it was bullshit. I don't want to get fined. I wonder if I'm gonna get to answer the question, folks, because I've had my hand up and there's no one. It's rough. Every question I want to ask. Yes, run it up. every every question, every question I wanted to ask has been asked. Jesus. The fuck? What the fuck? Yo, I raised my hand the whole damn time and they don't let me ask a fucking question? You gotta be kidding me, man. Oh, Lord. It's fucking done. They let some, what the fuck? Bro, that's some dog shit. Yo, man, don't waste my fucking time, man. Yo, I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. You got to. This is some horse shit. Oh my word! They just turned this shit off. I gotta readjust my screen now. Oh my goodness. Folks, I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. I don't even know what to say here. You saw my hand raised when they walked in the door. I think they're fucking with me now. I don't know what to say right now. I will say they asked every question that I planned on asking, to be honest. I mean, that's no lie. They asked every question. I was down to the question of, are we going to just see you running pick and roll from 35 feet and watching a whole bunch of 35 footers being put up by the Splash Sisters? But that's not going to happen. Geez Louise. The laptop's right there. But yeah, that's just crazy. I'm sorry. They didn't even go to the Zoom at all. No, they didn't go to the Zoom at all. They did not go to the Zoom at all. I may have to make up a fake name. I may have to make up a fake name. I don't know. I need to change my name. I don't know, man. I had a whole bunch of shit. They did ask. Look, like, they asked about. I'm sorry you couldn't hear it. If I'll do a. I may do a video on the press conference. I don't know. I'm a little bit irritated. But yeah, I was gonna ask about first about the trade. She said she found out from her son. That's how she found out about being traded for Cheryl Reeve. She asked about coaching. Serena was asked about being coached by Brondello and someone that obviously loves her and so forth. And yeah, they're yeah. They did ask about Sabrina's new shoe. She has her third variation of her shoe coming out, apparently, and she would not say when it is. They didn't really ask about Asia Wilson getting injured. They asked about, um, they did go to the Zoom in Seattle. So I may have to change my name. I may need to have a fake writer name and I don't know, call myself something else. But I raised my hand. I was the only one with a hand raised, and you saw there was only three people on the Zoom, and one of them was the New York Liberty Press. So I don't know. Um, the one was the New York Liberty guy, and he's in the building. He's literally standing right there, and he's the one that's recording the thing. They did ask about Leonie Fibich and how she played, and the rebounding and all that. But yeah, I didn't get my opportunity. That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. But what do you want? Try try wearing a wig. Oh well. Oh well. Um, is what it is. Is what it is. You want me to start up another chat with a new logo here? I can start up another one. It's 10:45 though. Probably wrapping up in a few minutes. But I appreciate everyone jumping on board this evening because that was fun. I'm gonna read this book. I'll be reading a lot tonight because I have to have more information for videos tomorrow and give my take on it, my spin. But yeah, freaking they didn't even give the freaking opportunity, man. It's just weird. Whatever. Is what it is. I did my best, man. I did my best. I'm trying to give them some promotion, some coverage. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe in the future. I'm probably gonna email them. Actually, I am gonna email them right now. I had my hand raised tonight and never got a chance to ask a question. And do you just speak or do you wait to be called on in the Zoom? I was on the Zoom versus Seattle and had my hand raised and didn't get to ask a question there either, but one person on the Zoom did get called on. Please advise the best way to operate via Zoom and getting to ask a question. Thanks. Whatever. I'm writing them an email. I'm writing them back. I just wrote them back, so maybe they will respond to me. There was only 3. There's only 3 in that room. In the last game, there was 10. There was actually 10 on when they play Seattle on Sunday. There were 10 on Sunday. There were only 3 in there tonight. The same guy, the black dude that you saw, Raphael, whatever, he was in there. But again, you don't even see these guys trying to. I mean, there was only 3 people who had their hand raised on Sunday, and myself, as you can see today. But I pre-ordered. It was one guy and then ESPN assignment desk. It didn't show a name. It just had ESPN assignment desk. And I do have my book. It came today. I pre-ordered it. So like I read you chapter 1. Um no, they don't have a paperback that I saw. Because I would rather have a paperback than a hardcover book, but whatever. Yeah, it was all men. It was 2 men, and then I mean there were the women, there was a few women who asked questions. There's a few women in there, but there's a few men in there who ask questions also. They ask real questions. I mean, Ben, New York media doesn't play around. They're going to ask questions. They're not going to do it like other organizations do it. They're going to ask the questions, and that's going to be how it rolls. So I will always I will always have respect for New York media because New York media don't fuck around. I think we all know that. Yeah, they're not gonna. Now, are they gonna go in as hard as they would go on Tom Thibodeau, who got fired for winning? Doubtful. I don't think you'll ever see that. Will they ever? The Liberty won 87-78 over the Las Vegas Aces. Yeah, New York sports media won't play, man. They're gonna. I mean, for Christ's sakes, we've fired Aaron Boone over and over again. How many times are we gonna fire Aaron Boone? No, the Liberty's questions are definitely better than Indiana's questions. Yeah, definitely better. So you do see a difference. It is there. It's in your face, and I will give them credit for that. But next time, come on now, give me a chance to ask my question. For the love of God, do I gotta fly to New York to freaking ask a question? Jesus, that sucks. I watched this whole game. Yeah, if the Yankees don't win the division, Aaron Boone's fired. There's no way he can survive. They've blown a fucking what? They were up like 7 games earlier this year. Now they're down 3 because Toronto's won 9 straight. I mean, Toronto will come back to earth, but the Yankees pitching is just inconsistent, man. Jesus. Sunday night Heat food reviews will go crazy. Oh, I will do food reviews all day for New York food. Shit, yeah, absolutely. Hey, that's one thing in New York City that you're gonna get. You're gonna get the best food around. Like every culture, every cuisine is gonna be bananas. This shit is bananas. Bananas. This shit is bananas. So there is an article already on on ESPN. It doesn't say much. Her wrist. They're gonna do an MRI. Yes, New York does have rats, but you know. But you want me to sing again? This shit is bananas. Bananas. This shit is bananas. Bananas. You did read a part of the book of it like my old calculus teacher used to do. He always go to my game and then read a book in the stands. I did feel like I was reading too much to a group of kids, and like I was reading, like I'm reading a book, man. Folks, I haven't read a book in a while. Haven't read a book in a while. Seriously, like I'm past the age of reading books. I know some people like to read, but I don't particularly enjoy reading. So I know reading always helps your brain, but it helps your brain cells. But no, I don't enjoy reading all that much, to be honest. Bronny is back in the summer league. Wow, he is the star of the summer league. Is he playing? Yeah, he's played 8 whole minutes. I don't know why anyone watches this shit. I'm not doing an audio version. I'll fall asleep. If I have to listen to someone read it to me, I'd fall asleep, bro. I'd put y'all to sleep, I think. Shit. I think I'd put y'all to sleep. Yeah, I don't have any like I'm yeah, and the summer league ends right before I get to Vegas actually. I was hoping it was going on when I was there, but just to see what it was like. But realistically, I don't give a shit about it, you know. I hope she has an entertaining voice cuz I'll, do it right. If you want me to read if you want me to be the audible book, I can read the book and then I can like stream it or something. I could stream it or something like that. But that's how it rolls. But folks, I do appreciate y'all jumping on board this evening with me. It was a good time. I thank you so very, very much. I know this is a different type of stream, doing another team, so I was pretty happy with the actual outcome and the people that showed up. I didn't know how many people would be here, but I thank you all for jumping on board, and I will probably do some of these in the future, and maybe they will let me in next time. So maybe I can get into the club. So. Yeah, Brennan has an audio. Yeah, she's the narrator, so I don't know what her voice sounds like. So I don't, in terms of reading me a book, like I could. Yeah, you will see us. I'll be here tomorrow. I mean, Ben's doing his thing at 12. I'll be working, and then I'll watch it on TV, and then I will jump on in the afternoon after the game is done. I have a 3 p.m. actually. I do have to tell you that I have a 3 p.m. Zoom call. So for work, my actual job, but I should be off about 3:30. So I'm guessing I'll probably do the recap at about 4. So you can look out for me at about 4 o'clock. I'll put that in, yeah, because I can't do it before. I can't do it at 2:30 and then have to get off. I know Ben's gonna be live. Ben will be live at 12. He's doing his the venue, so I will be here probably. Uh, I will be here. Yeah. But I do thank y'all very, very much, and I appreciate y'all as always. And I will check y'all out tomorrow. This is Rudy's rant. Her game, her way, women's basketball. Come on now.